Take a break from the holiday hustle and bustle with a visit to Jersey Mike's. I'm Wes Shepard, your local Jersey Mike's franchisee in Eastern North Carolina for over 25 years. Let us treat you the best subs in town. We can also take care of any of your catering needs this holiday season, large or small. Plus, we partner with many third-party delivery services that can bring your meal to you. Jersey Mike's, open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. Everybody likes Jersey Mike's.
Everybody likes Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's.
It's back. The annual Pirate Radio Holiday Treasure Chest is back. The chest is loaded with fabulous prizes from our fantastic sponsors. Tune in to Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m., and you could win this.
A $100 gift card from Tiebreakers, or a Bud Light fire pit, cooler, and tailgate chair from Carolina Eagle Distributing.
It's gonna be a December to remember on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American Airline flights perfect for your next trip. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
The Angus Grill is your premier spot for the best burgers, cheesesteaks, and brisket sandwiches around. Join us for our unmatched variety of burger combinations. From the mushroom bacon Swiss burger to the jalapeno popper burger to the original Angus classic. Pair that burger with our amazing onion rings, tots, fries, or sweet potato fries. Angus Grill, with 4 amazing locations in Eastern North Carolina, including Winterville near Pitt Community College, on Jarvis Street in Uptown Greenville, and on Statensburg Road near the hospital. It's the best burger around, guaranteed.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed.
What happened Peach Bowl weekend that made it so special?
Was your mom at the Peach Bowl, buddy?
She was the Peach Bowl. Mrs. Peach.
Oh, we're getting detailed.
Adam says song request. Can the elf sing the I Love You Dad song, Detroit?
I love you, Dad.
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
There's local politics, bud.
I want to shake his hand. I want to shake his hand. I want to shake his hand.
Was that supposed to be funny?
Get these clowns out of here.
Why would they do that?
You were having a freaking game.
Dude.
It's a cocky bunch, man.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Hello and welcome into a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here inside the Pirate Radio studios. Coming in today on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. You can find us on 1250, 930, also online, pr927fm.com. And be a part of today's show. You can check us out on Facebook Live and YouTube. What is on your mind on this Wednesday as we creep closer to Christmas and, of course, the Birmingham Bowl, East Carolina and Coastal Carolina. Now we are less than 2 weeks away from finally kicking that bowl game off. Still a lot of practicing to go for the Pirates and a lot of talk leading up to that bowl game. So we'll do that today and a whole lot more with our guests coming up at around 3:30. We'll talk to former East Carolina running back Brandon Simmons. He is actually mentoring Tamir Brown, who is coming in as a transfer from North Carolina to East Carolina. So we'll talk about that East Carolina defensive back commit. Brandon's got a lot of bowl memories. We'll talk about that and his thoughts on East Carolina taking on Coastal Carolina to wrap up the 2022 season. So the big fella, Brandon Simmons, is going to join us at around 3:30. In hour number 2, we'll talk to Patrick Mason from the Daily Reflector. A lot of hoops and football to talk about with Patrick, as East Carolina will have a neutral site game coming up this Saturday. You can watch it on ESPN+. They'll take on South Carolina in Greenville, South Carolina. So we'll talk Pirate basketball. They're coming off a win. And, of course, East Carolina football as well. Hour 3, Stephen Igoe, hoist the colors. A ton to talk about with Igoe as far as the transfer portal goes. Coaching carousel, everything going on right now in college athletics, specifically what's going on at East Carolina. So we'll dive into all that. We have a treasure chest winner coming up in hour number 3 and plenty of 40 bowls in 14 days. We still got a ton of bowl games to pick. I've also added 2 new songs to the arsenal, 40 bowls in 14 days. So Ellerbe will participate here in a moment and have the choice of his genre of music as he picks his bowl game. Shirley Rhodes is here. Chandler Honeycutt is here. Looking like an Easter egg. Looking good today. And Ellerbe is to my left. Hello, Jonathan.
What's up, Clipper? You excited for bowl season, Christmas? Rank them, 1 or 2?
I guess Christmas 1, bowl season 1A.
Really?
1A, 1B.
Bowl season starts Friday. Going to have, I think the games start like at 11 or 12 o'clock on Friday.
The only thing better than day baseball is day college football.
Day college football. Nothing
in the Bahamas.
Nothing like it.
Yeah.
Nothing like it.
So I guess you are fired up?
I think I'm getting ready to do a pick'em sheet with my son here, probably Thursday night. And I actually like following the scores better than I do watching all the bowl games, but it'll definitely be something to, turn ESPN on when you get home or at night before you go to bed, check your phone, see what's going on.
So we got a couple Friday and then a bunch on Saturday for folks to follow, and even Monday, Tuesday. Pretty much once we get through this weekend, it's here. I mean, they're going to be on, and have an opportunity to watch them all.
Yeah, I mean, could you imagine if the Pirates were playing in that Fenway Bowl this Saturday at 11 o'clock? You could be preparing for the Bud Light pregame tailgate at 7 o'clock.
Would you rather get it out of the way now or have it after Christmas?
I was kind of pulling for the Fenway Bowl slot. I thought it was, I think, the only Saturday choice we had for a bowl selection. Yeah. Myrtle Beach was on a Monday. The current bowl we're in, Birmingham's on a Tuesday. The Tampa Bowl was on the Friday before Christmas. I was pulling for the Tampa Bowl for the team because I thought that would have been a fun destination for them to spend before the break. And then they would have been home late the 23rd or early on the 24th and home for Christmas. Now, they're not going to be home for Christmas. They're going to be in Birmingham, Alabama. So, I had the Fenway Bowl ranked kind of high it's one of the first kind of bowl games. I mean, especially first Saturday bowl game. So maybe it had caught a lot of people's attention. Probably would have been a distraction to the last people doing a lot of Christmas shopping. But men would have been out in sports bars around lunchtime watching the Pirates play.
Yeah, I saw the layout. It is pretty cool. And again, I wouldn't be going to it, but seeing it on just a picture of it, it's pretty neat. And the monster is kind of far off the side of the field, but the configuration does look pretty neat.
It'll be interesting what the weather is supposed to be in Boston this Saturday. Because I think Myrtle Beach would have been the number 1 travel destination for getting the most fans at a ball game.
Yeah.
I think Fenway would have been number 2, and then Tampa and Birmingham probably rank. Tampa's probably ahead of Birmingham just because it's Tampa, and then the problem was flying back Christmas Eve. That was the big issue. Everybody I talked to, that when Tampa was the speculation, was like, well, who's going to make the phone call to their wife on Christmas Eve and say, American Airlines has delayed our flight, or they've canceled this. There's travel delays. With the zoo, that one of the busiest travel days of the year. So that was probably keeping a lot of people off the travel list to go into Tampa. But I'm excited for this.
Are you going to the Ham?
I'm not going to the Ham. I'm unavailable. I will be working here at Pirate Radio behind the scenes, getting stuff done for the end of the year, so we can look forward to a bigger and better 2023. But we have a great team going down to Birmingham, and we'll have a great team here, bringing you great coverage starting at 2:45 on the 27th.
That is right. 4 hours before the kickoff and after the game, the final edition of the U.S. Cellular Fifth Quarter Call-In Show. And I don't know, maybe does the bowl game, win or loss, have an impact on how you will look at this season?
I think so. I think it puts a negative or positive cap on it either way. It's either or at this point, because
I think if you lose, it definitely does. If you win, it takes the edge off a little.
I think if you win, I think the storyline is Holt Nailers, and a lot of this they finish with a championship. They walk out of here winners, their final game, all the seniors that have helped turn the program back around into the expectation that, East Carolina is pretty much expected to win 7 or 8 games a year.
Yeah.
That's kind of the bar of what Pirate fans expect. And there were so many close losses this year. I think it would help forget some of those. And I look at it the same way when, I think I said it before, that Beef O'Brady Bowl when they beat Ohio. It was kind of a game that, like, hey, Pirate fans this is kind of a game we need to finish on top and win. And I don't know what it'll tell you about next year's team, because I think you can't worry about next year's team at this point because of the state of college football with the portal and everything else. But I think it does. If the Pirates lose, if it's bad like it was against Houston, or if it's close like it was against NC State or Navy, then I think it's the coulda, shoulda, woulda, or this team. It didn't happen. So I think if there's a team that's playing with a purpose during bowl season, I would think it would be this East Carolina football team. And I don't think you can say that for a lot of the other football teams that are going bowling right now. So I think and I hope that this East Carolina football team is focused and dedicated to getting a win.
And it could come down to a kick, Ellerbe, as many games have this year, and some bowl games in the past as well. The Hawaii Bowl won on a kick. We know about the Liberty Bowl struggles trying to kick a football. But that has been a big storyline throughout the year for ECU football, and we'll see if that is a factor in the game coming up on the 27th.
I think one of the weird storylines on this, and this is something that's kind of just developed this week, is that the Coastal Carolina quarterback is in the portal or going in the portal, but is going to play. That's a very unusual circumstance. I mean, I don't know what to make of it. I mean, if it's a good thing for this kid or if it's a bad thing for this kid. I mean, yeah, it's an audition, but it seems like he's getting a lot of interest. There are rumors that Auburn's looking at him and others. I mean, so to me, it seems like he could only hurt his stock maybe by having a bad bowl game or getting hurt by playing in the bowl game. So I feel like that's a very interesting storyline. And of course, Mike Houston was on the Brian Bailey show, and he mentioned, I mean, this team was 9-1 with this kid at the quarterback, so he is a difference maker.
Yeah.
And when he plays for this team, so I think there's from an East Carolina perspective that there is a lot of interest and a lot of things to watch and monitor during this bowl game.
I just wanted to interject. As far as the rumors go, he's scheduled to visit Auburn this week, and the rumor is, according to some sources, that it's just a formality that he is planning to commit to Auburn. Although he's got a couple of other schools that he is planning to visit. But when you were talking about, you were trying to figure out, why he made that decision. I wonder how much of the fact that the backup quarterback was arrested and has been suspended indefinitely from the team, how much that has factored into his decision. Because what if it was a situation where McCall says, I'm going to enter the transfer portal, and he had not quite made the announcement, the backup quarterback gets arrested. Now the coaches have to say, "Hey, can you stick around at least long enough for the bowl game?"
Yeah.
My argument to that would be, Shirley, on the front side of what you just said, if It's just a formality that he's going to Auburn.
That's according to some of the tweets I saw this morning.
Okay, which means he probably has a NIL deal done to go to Auburn to make some money.
Right.
Then why would you stay? I don't think you care anything about Coastal Carolina.
Well, that's a good point.
He cares about his buddies. And
But I'm saying, like, what if he gets hurt, blows his knee out?
Well, my thought was maybe the arrest had something to do with it, but that was before I saw the tweets this morning about the possibility of him going to Auburn and committing to them.
I can't imagine Auburn or his future team wants him to play. There's nothing to be gained for him.
I agree.
Yeah,
but maybe they're letting. I mean,
that's the only one that makes rational sense to me.
If you're Auburn and you're gonna, and maybe, I mean, obviously no paperwork is going to be signed,
right?
But I mean, I don't.
They can do a handshake deal.
But can he go ahead and he could not play, and could he go ahead and sign with Auburn, like next week when it's signing day?
Yeah.
I mean, then it's a done deal, and he doesn't have to worry about. Then all he has to focus on is about playing in the SEC next year. I just don't know what the upside is for him or for Auburn for him to play in this football game if that's the case.
I think he just wants to give it one more go with his guys before he splits town.
And I don't see. I mean, the only upside is that maybe he can notch another win or get. If there's some sort of career mark he wants to set in the Sun Belt because he was like the 3-time player of the year or something. I just feel like in the way the college football and college athletics works now, you have to look after yourself first, and I don't think he's doing a very good job of doing that.
So you're saying he's being kind of selfish leaving, but not selfish enough.
He absolutely. He is not. He is being too good of a team player to stay and play with Coastal Carolina.
Well, I think it's selfish because he sees the numbers ECU's defense has been giving up and says, "I'm about to light this Christmas tree up."
Well, and that could be the case too, but
and win a bowl game.
You keep saying Auburn. Is that like where he's going?
According to sources, were you not listening to Shirley Rhodes?
No, he wasn't. He's not a great listener.
Well, no,
he's more eye candy.
I kept hearing. Well, I don't know about that, but I don't know.
What were you doing the last 10 minutes, Chandler?
Making sure everything's up and running on the live stream.
Good job.
And we are on Facebook and YouTube.
Hey, your job's done.
Yeah.
Put a check mark beside that.
Check and check.
Hey, jump on Twitter. Look up McCall in Auburn. See what you find out.
But no, what if he does? No, what if he does go to Auburn? Because look, what if he goes to Auburn?
Yeah.
That's where Hugh Freeze is going, and then his former coach is going to Liberty to take Hugh Freeze's spot.
Mind blown.
Do we need to ask Shirley if Chandler was her source?
That was some good dot connecting, though, there, Chandler. Because, I mean, we thought, what if he goes with his old coach? Yeah.
I may need a 4-minute timeout here. Is it too early to take a break? Chandler just kind of blew my mind here. I mean, I may have to recoup.
You want to pick a bowl game real quick?
I'd love to.
Yes. All right. 40 bowls in 14 days. Ellerbe, you have the choice. So we have the original, which is by an alternative rock band called Jet. That's the original 40 Bowl song. We have an updated one with heavy metal. We added a country music one that we debuted yesterday, which is fantastic. Today, I put together an 80s style hip hop and also Christmas. So, and there's a special one for Troy tomorrow. We actually did 3 today.
Oh, can I?
We've been busy today.
Can I take Troy's just for fun?
Well, I mean, it's kind of your era too.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like I could give my gift for Troy to me, or something.
You know what? Do you want to do that?
Kind of one up. Yeah, let's play Troy.
Oh, what a call! What a call by Ellerbe.
Let's railroad this thing.
All right. Well,
then Troy can come in and critique it.
This was going to be debuted tomorrow, but of course it can still be played tomorrow. But Ellerbe wants the Troy D version of 40 Bowls in 14 days. Shirley, let's hear it.
40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days, 14 days, 40 bowls in 14 days, oh my goodness. 40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days, 14 days, 40 bowls in 14 days, 14 Day, hey, hey! Ooh! 40 bowls in 14 days. 40 bowls in 14 days. 14 days. 40 bowls in 14 days.
Do you know the words?
40 bowls in
40 bowls in 14 days.
You got it.
40 bowls.
Oh, I shouldn't have done it.
Days.
Troy D is here. 40 bowls in 14 days.
40 bowls.
In 14 days. 40 bowls in 14 days. 40 bowls in 14 days. Yeah. 40 bowls in 14 days. 40 bowls in 14 days. 40 bowls in 14 days.
There it is.
Man.
40 bowls in 14
Was that
days.
the whole crew participating?
That was Clip Brock, Shirley Rhodes, and Chandler Honeycutt. A special tribute to Troy D, which Ellerbe has taken for himself.
Yes, I just hijacked that.
And Troy D is here. Hey, Troy.
Hey, Clip. You've done a lot of parody songs and a lot of different musical features here over the years at Pirate Radio, for a number of years, by the way. And I'm not saying this lightly. That is the greatest song you've ever done here at Pirate Radio. That is awesome. Job well done. It's fantastic.
Thanks.
I think we should.
We just took one song and said 40 bowls in 14 days a bunch over.
And you nailed it.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Yeah, I think we should just run it as a loop for like the next hour.
I think when Clip and Briley did "It's the Time of Your Life,"
Yeah, that probably was.
that was probably the
that was
best one.
pretty good too.
That was the best one y'all did.
This was a great one though. Nicely done, Clip.
Yeah. I'm glad I could
for the 80s.
Glad I could do that for Ellerbe today.
Yeah, thank you. And if you could just drop that on a mixtape for Troy D, he could put it in.
I would have figured you would have gone country or something.
Well, he said he played country yesterday.
No, he did that just to take your song.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you offer. If you just said I got another one, I can't offer it to you. But it was offered.
No, it's good. We're gonna play it again tomorrow.
You know,
It's great. I'm glad.
It was kind of like if he said, "Hey, look, we got donuts here." And you're like,
But these are for Troy. But I put them right in front of you. You're like, well,
But there's more than one donut. Yeah, we got a dozen. You can have
And
one.
then Troy would say, "Oh, well, I'm not a donut guy."
Troy's not a big song guy.
I am an 80s guy.
That is
that
true.
I am.
Right. All right.
So nice.
Troy approved. Yeah.
Yeah.
all right. So what's the bowl game now?
It's a doozy. The Quick Lane Bowl.
Oh, I don't even know who's in it.
That's in Detroit.
Very good.
Yeah. Ford
Who's in
Field.
it? Who's in it?
I'm gonna go Toledo.
No.
And okay. I feel like they're always in it.
We already picked a game Toledo was in. I was going to see if that was you. No, that was Brian North. Bowling Green, that is the MAC school this year, Troy.
Okay.
Instead of Toledo. And New Mexico State.
Not a guy guess that.
Rising from the ashes.
Who can guess their mascots?
I can.
Chandler?
Oh, I think I know them.
Oh, you do?
Roadrunners.
All right. And who else?
New Mexico State.
Is the Roadrunners?
That's what I'm guessing.
And then what's Bowling Green?
Bowling Green is, oh man, we played them in football. I believe Bowling Green was the very first football game I was ever at ECU here in Greenville.
Okay.
It was 1989.
And their mascot is? That's a great story. But
Cool, neat story.
Yeah.
Bowling Green was, God, what are they?
You locking your car?
Yeah, I had it kept it running. I wanted to make sure it was locked.
You kept it running.
Well, because I heard I was getting ready to leave, and then I heard this. I was like, "Well, I come in for it."
Do you want to guess Bowling Green? Because you're wrong on New Mexico State.
You're going to go over
It's a bird. Isn't it a bird?
It is?
Yeah.
I'm asking.
Yeah.
I believe their mascot's like some type of bird.
What kind of bird?
Yes.
God, I can see the mascot, the outline of the mascot.
Why don't you go fill your car up and come back?
I can't remember damn Bowling Green.
You're 0 for 2.
And it's weird because Bowling Green, you'd think their color would be green, but it's actually brown.
Brown and
primary,
orange.
Yeah, it's their primary color.
All right.
Chandler, do you know?
Bowling Green.
I know they're from Ohio.
New Mexico State is the Aggies.
Correct.
That is correct.
All right. And Bowling Green is an eagle?
No, incorrect. Shirley.
Falcon, I guess.
It is a falcon.
Yes.
Never
I was
mind.
about to say
You got to be Falcon kidding me.
it's what Don Jaworski's pet Julio Jones.
That's right. He's a Falcon. Bowling Green versus New Mexico State Monday at 2:30. Ellerbe. This is right up your alley.
It's an easy
Day
pick.
football.
Yeah, I'm going Mac Attack.
Of course.
Bowling Green.
How they're not going to lose that game.
Okay.
It's almost a home game for them.
Are you
New Mexico State's not excited about having to go to Detroit to play that
Are
game.
you guaranteeing that, Tony Collins?
Absolutely not. But they will. That's an easy pick, is what I'm saying. I bet you the money line on them is huge.
How much you want to bet on that?
What's the spread on the game?
I have no idea. I'm just figuring they're big favorites.
Can you looking up the spread there, Clifford?
Bowling Green minus 3.5.
3.5, huge favorites.
Huge favorites.
Oh, more than a field goal.
Yes.
Now that Troy's so confident in it, I'm taking the Mexico State money line.
I'm embarrassed that I said Bowling Green out loud.
Would you like to change your pick?
I just know the MAC teams do well in bowl games.
They do well. I think.
Stop agreeing with me. I'm gonna stop saying
they do.
Troy, what do you think? And then I'll go opposite.
All right, Troy, we'll see you. Chad said, I know it's cold, but how many layers does Troy D have on? Let's count them down.
All right, I got my winter tactical jacket on, which is one. I have a Pirate Radio hoodie.
What kind of tactics are you doing in that
Well,
thing?
it's just, the winter tactical jacket. It's kind of cool. It's kind of like winter camouflage, if you will.
I can't hardly see him.
I've got the Pirate Radio hoodie on. That's 2.
Beautiful hoodie.
Got a thick T-shirt on underneath that.
Number 3.
So I believe that's it. I've got 3 layers
just
on.
3.
Chad. Yes,
you got like a not a dessert layer on? No,
I'm just going 3, and I'm still cold. By the way, did you see it was in the 20s today?
It was 29 this morning.
It was terrible. It got down to 27.
Have you thought about moving?
Man, more weather like this, yes. I think we should open up like a southern branch of Pirate Radio, like down at Key West. That'd be kind of cool. I could run that.
Speaking of Key West,
down
do you
there.
remember when we interviewed Mike Leach in Key West? He was out of football and he was come to do the NC
I played
State,
that yesterday.
Yeah, the NC State East Carolina game, and he stopped and ordered with the waitress while he was doing the interview with him.
I saw down at Key West, Captain Tony's, the little saloon there. They honored him with his own bar stool at that bar down in Key West.
Yeah, he was one of the greatest characters of college football of all time. And I was reading up some articles on him, and this was one they wrote a Lincoln Riley memory from him. And this was back when Lincoln was, and really he kind of gave Lincoln his start. He took Lincoln under his wing, gave him an opportunity, told him he's not good enough to play football, but hey, I'd like you to coach with me, and he put him on as a grad assistant. But Lincoln said he was in the office and he's talking to this guy, and he couldn't figure out who he's talking to, and it's kind of going on and on. The conversation's going all over the place. At one point, the guy's cell phone drops out. Coach Leach calls him back, and they talk for another 20 minutes. And at the end, Lincoln goes, "Coach, just curious, who was that?" He said they talked for 60 minutes. He said, Coach said, "Oh, that was the wrong number."
Wow.
He talked to the guy for an hour. It was a wrong number.
Man.
Yeah,
that's the type of guy Coach Leach was, man.
Mike Leach will be missed. The fat little girlfriends, all the great moments.
But if you think about
sideline reporters going on and off the field,
all the funny things he said like that, if you think, I heard a montage, I think 99% of it I agreed with. All his takes. I think, in my opinion, he was right on everything.
So you thought his team wouldn't play good because of their fat little girlfriends?
Well, I think he had a point. I think some of them were distracted maybe for their fat little girlfriends, and maybe they did have fat little girlfriends back then. I think candy corn's garbage. He doesn't like it. I think a lot of the stuff he talked about, he told the guy to elope. That's good. That's good advice for people that are getting married. Don't waste a ton of money on a wedding. Go elope. Save that money, put it into a house, get a new car. I thought his advice was good advice. He shot straight.
Troy Leach.
He did it in a funny way.
Very funny. All right, Troy, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
With Holton Ahlers.
Yeah, Holton, final visit with us this year on PRL anyway.
We'll talk to Holton Ahlers. We'll talk to Joe Cashin, play-by-play voice of the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, and get their outlook on this bowl game and answer some Grayson McCall questions, too. Why is he playing?
Why is he playing? Why are you playing, young man?
Ellerbe wants him to be more selfish.
You know how crazy SEC fans are? If you were an Auburn fan, would you, I think
he cares more about his teammates than the Auburn fans.
Do you think there's a conspiracy that maybe the Birmingham Bowl is putting out the information that he's going to sign with Auburn so they can sell more tickets?
That's a good thought.
To the Birmingham Bowl?
Is there going to be a section of orange in the stadium?
There's going to be a bunch of Auburn fans there.
Interesting.
Is that a conspiracy theory?
They're probably desperate to sell tickets to this thing.
That would be working up a lot of different channels, Ellerbe. But I like conspiracy theories, so I'm on board.
And then maybe some other players from East Carolina are going to go to Alabama. Maybe you start doing all these.
I don't know about that one.
That's probably not going to sell tickets.
I don't think that's happening. But Again, I think McCall wants to throw for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, and he sees that this defense allows those types of numbers.
All right.
At least they did the last 2 games.
Well, I hope he spends a lot of time on his back.
Hope so. All right, Ellerbe, good stuff.
See you next week.
Troy D, see you tomorrow.
Sounds good.
And we will take a break.
Thanks for my song.
You got it, just for you. Maybe tomorrow, Ellerbe, what's your favorite genre of music?
That's a good question.
I tend to go country when I'm not listening to pirate radio. So
I should do another country. What era of country are you?
Well, I do occasionally dig into some bluegrass lately, but
God, are you serious?
have you thought about that?
Go 90s country.
Or
country.
What about classic country? Have you done any what if you did a Johnny Cash
Ours yesterday was kind of stadium country, I guess. But yeah, we could go old country or banjo. You like a banjo?
I like banjos. I was thinking like Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
On the road again. 40 bowls and 14 days again.
Playing bowls again.
Might
Could do 40 bowls in 14 days.
40 bowls in there.
Maybe you should do fight songs. That would be a good one too.
Could be. Really, it is simple, folks. People think this is difficult. All you do is just repeat 40 bowls in 14 days over some sounds.
Cliff, does David Copperfield show how the magic is done? No, he just does the
No,
trick.
but I wish he would.
Don't pull the curtain back.
And I don't like that he doesn't.
Like the tomahawk chop.
David Blaine's got a lot of cool tricks. Never quite sure how he does it.
But you also can't do it for every song. You had to find the right song. And I think we found one with the Breakfast Club theme song. So
What about the pirate fight song? Can you do the marching pirates with 40 bowls and 14
Again, Ellerbe, I could literally do anything.
40 bowls
Any
in 40
sound you
days.
got, I can say words over it.
Opera?
40 bowls. Yeah, I think I can do that.
This guy is the DJ Khaled of 40 bowls and 40
I want to request Clip Carey with a tomahawk chop.
40 bowls.
At TBS with
40 bowls and 14 days.
Can you do Drake?
Sure.
He can do anything. He just said, I literally can do anything.
Yeah. All right, the request line is closed. We'll talk
Casey
to you
Kasem.
on the other side of this timeout. Brandon Simmons joins us. We'll talk about a new ECU commit. We'll talk Pirate football and more after this.
BMS Builders is your premier custom builder in Eastern North Carolina. With homes in Blackwood, Mills Creek, Dalton's Cove and Farmville, and Belmar and Ayden, they're constantly expanding. Now to Laurel Glen and Sarah's Way, plus the new duplex community at Abigail Trails. BMS Builders can build the home of your dreams. Just ask Dr. Dennis Ross in Greenville or ECU football coach Mike Houston. They built their homes and they can build yours as well. Call 916-1578 for BMS Builders. The Buccaneer Music Hall was voted Best Nightlife in Greenville for 2022. And don't miss their biggest New Year's Eve party ever, featuring Cooper Greer and the Eli Craig Band. Tickets are on sale now. This show will definitely sell out, so get yours in advance by visiting the Buck in person. Each ticket includes entry, a champagne toast, inclusion in the raffle, and more. Come ring in the new year at the Buck.
What's up, y'all? Cooper Greer here. New Year's Eve, come join me and my friends, the Eli Craig Band, at the Buccaneer Music Hall for the biggest New Year's Eve party around. It's going to be one hell of a party. Can't wait to see y'all.
Celebrate the holidays with America's favorite light beer, Bud Light. When planning your holiday festivities, be sure to pick up some Bud Lights at your favorite retailer. Bud Light carefully brews their beer to be perfect for anywhere there's holiday fun. Because when there's fun, Bud Light is there. Have fun this December and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Happy holidays from Bud Light and Carolina Eagle. Go Pirates!
Eastern Pines Dental, located on East 10th Street beside Lowe's in Greenville, provides complete dental care to all ages, including implants, root canals, crowns, wisdom teeth removal, IV sedation, Invisalign, and much more. And as Eastern Pines continues to grow, we've added caring and kind doctors ready to assist you, including Dr. Ward, Dr. Lovick, Dr. Moore, and Dr. Mosley. Call 751-0770 to schedule your appointment today. The staff of Eastern Pines Dental thanks you for trusting them with your dental care.
This is Holt Nailers. I've been eating at Parker's Barbecue since I was a kid. Now, all these years later, I still love to eat at Parker's. In fact, I love it so much, I bring my entire offensive line with me. They protect me, and I look out for them with great food from Parker's Barbecue. So whether you bring the team like me or just your friends and family, the awesome barbecue, chicken, and seafood at Parker's is a win every time. Parker's Barbecue, where they always treat you like family.
Great. It's 30 degrees in here. This is going to be a cold night.
No one's coming out this late.
I'm on firewood.
Dad! I'll put hot coals in our socks for bedtime.
Mom! Hi, I'm from Delcor Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Got an email about your heat being out?
That was me. I sent it from my phone.
I think your socks are on fire.
Call Delcor today to get a new system installed for less than $100 a month. Offer expires soon. Go to DelcorInc.com. Monthly fee based on new system financing is 9.9% APR for 120 months. Call Delcor for details.
This is Dr. Chris Barsani from Orthopedic Season Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injuries or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedic Seats provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
Do you suffer from chronic aches, pains, or muscle tightness? Hey, I'm Jordan Mikesell with Bodies in Balance in Greenville. With degrees in physical, occupational, and massage therapy and certifications in stretching and flexibility, we know how stretching and massage can bring long-term results so you can live a pain-free and healthy life. Continue enjoying the activities you love by calling or texting 252-916-4530 to schedule your first stretch consultation or massage today. For more info, visit bodiesinbalance.com so you can start living an active life today.
Pirate Radio. Blah, blah, blah. This. Blah, 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 blah. Is. Blah. Pirate. Blah, blah. Radio.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Country Mart. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations, in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The best place in Greenville to unwind after work and have fun is AJ McMurphy's. AJ's has daily food and drink specials and an awesome patio, perfect for some outdoor dining. And there's something for everyone every weeknight, including sports trivia with our very own Clip Brock. AJ's has live music every Friday and Saturday with no cover and brunch every Sunday. Make today an AJ's Day. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you on Pirate Radio Live. No need to fear, Chandler. I think all I've got tonight is 3 World Cup questions out of, 30, 35 questions.
Yeah, I can deal with 3.
Yeah, 3 you should be all right. A lot of NFL, college football, and otherwise coming up tonight, 8 o'clock. Come on out, AJ McMurphy's. We'll have hoops on the TV and have a fun night inside of AJ's. All right, right now we will head out to the Pit Electric Live line, talk to one of our favorites, former Pirate running back Brandon Simmons joins us today on the program. Coach Simmons, how you doing, man?
I am well. Thanks for having me. I do appreciate you guys reaching out, and it's always great to catch up. How you guys been?
Hey, we're doing great. Brandon getting ready for the holidays, ready for Christmas, and also ready for an East Carolina bowl game. And you know a thing or two about playing in those, Brandon, and you also know, following the program, that they've been pretty few and far between, unfortunately. So great that East Carolina's going back to a bowl for the second straight year, but actually playing in a bowl game for the first time since 2014. Can you believe it's been 8 years, Brandon, since the Pirates played in a bowl?
Wow, it's been a nice ride. We ran into a drought there for a little bit, but it does feel great to return to back to the bowl games. But like you said, I had an opportunity while I was there to be a part of 3 bowl games, and for most of the kids, it's a great opportunity that they'll never forget about. So I'm pretty excited about the direction of the program.
And Chandler, I remember seeing the big number 25 on Brandon Simmons, and I remember seeing Simmons across the back only in bowl games. That was a treat for you guys back then, right, Brandon, to get your name on the back of a jersey?
Absolutely. That, at one point in time, that was the norm. I mean, the 3 seasons that I was there, we were a part of bowl games, and the first season I was there, we were part of that team that, helped ECU to return back to the bowl conversation with the Papa John's Bowl in Birmingham. So before then, there was a long drought. So, like I said, it's pretty awesome to see us return to, bowl games.
Brandon, talked to one of your former teammates, Willie Smith, who was very spoiled getting to go to the Hawaii Bowl, and that probably spoils you for life after going to Hawaii and then having to play in a freezing cold game in the Liberty Bowl. You probably missed Hawaii, I would imagine.
Absolutely, yes. The Hawaii Bowl was fantastic. We enjoyed that, and we happened to win that game as well. But it was very nice in December, and everyone was freezing over here in North Carolina. But we were enjoying ourselves in Hawaii for a week, only to return to the Liberty Bowl the following year, and it was a lot colder.
And Brandon, we'll talk about what you're doing now as far as coaching goes. We'll also talk about a new Pirate that you're very familiar with. But how important, now that you're a coach, looking back on it, and at the time as a player, are these practices? The coaches talk about it all the time, that they're just so valuable, because if you don't go to a bowl, you don't get 6+ wins, you're done after that last game, after Thanksgiving. Like, you don't even make it into December. When you go to a bowl, you get all these extra practices, all this extra time around the team, great time for development. So that's something you were able to experience that a lot of Pirate teams weren't able to do these last 8 years. So as far as building a culture program, that's got to be huge, right?
Oh, absolutely. And like you said, I mean, I'm in the high school ranks right now, but like you said, anytime you get a chance to, squeeze a few extra practices into your program, that's a wonderful thing. I mean, it's the equation of us here in high school making it to the playoffs. Well, when you make it to the playoffs, you get an opportunity to truly evaluate your roster and, accelerate the development of the younger guys. That's how it was at ECU, where, when you're preparing for bowl games, a lot of the younger guys get an opportunity to further develop. The older guys, the coaches could pull back on the older guys to let them get healthy. And, it's just a great field, and it's just a great experience to know that you are one of the few teams in the country that is still practicing. Huge.
Yeah, Brandon Simmons joining us, former Pirate running back. Brandon, tell us about where you're at these days, and how'd your season go? Tell us about your coaching career.
Well, absolutely. So as far as football goes, I just concluded my 4th year at Green Level High School. It's been a great opportunity, tremendous opportunity. I officially wrapped up year 12 of my football coaching career.
Wow.
And
you don't seem old enough for that, Brandon. That's crazy.
Yeah, but it's been a great ride. It's been a great ride. I'm both our JV and varsity program over here at Green Level. They did a fantastic job of competing and just getting better. But with that being said, my mindset is now shifting over to indoor track and field. I'm an indoor track and field coach as well. I work primarily with jumpers, but also work with sprinters and relays as well. But I also coach outdoor track and field as well. So I'm a three-season sport coach, and there's a lot going on. But I love coaching. I love giving back to the community, and I absolutely enjoy developing young people.
How about teaching-wise? Are you a teacher, Brandon?
Yeah, absolutely, yes. So I'm also a teacher as well. I'm a business education teacher here in the Triangle. I've been teaching in the classroom for quite some time, and the teaching piece is like the coaching piece. All great coaches can teach, and all great teachers can coach. So, it's a seamless transition. But I absolutely enjoy the teaching piece as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Brandon Simmons joining us, Pit Electric Live Line, on this Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Brandon, I understand that you have a relationship with a future Pirate, Tamir Brown, who's coming over from North Carolina. He is a defensive back. And what's your relationship with him? How long have you known him?
Ooh, Tamir. Well, I've known the Brown family for going on 4 seasons or 4 years. From Eastern North Carolina, a great, fantastic family, both mother, father, brothers, etc. He's also the cousin of my former teammate, Dakota Marshall, as well. But I've known Tamir for quite some time. I've been a mentor in his corner. He's also been a part of my program as well, my training program in Eastern North Carolina. And, I absolutely love it. So, throughout the process, throughout these years, despite him signing with the University of North Carolina, I still kept in constant contact with the family. And I'm absolutely excited about Tamir joining the Pirate community.
All right, yeah, I saw he was went to Jacksonville and didn't make that connection with Dakota. Didn't know they were cousins. I'll say this: if he's related to Dakota, he's going to be a hard worker. That's in the blood, in the genes. So Dakota's still working hard with his First and Goal hauling trucking company. But that's pretty neat to have that. So what kind of kid, what kind of player will ECU be getting next season?
So I can't speak on the behalf of all Eastern North Carolina kids because I'm an Eastern North Carolina kid myself, a proud graduate of Hopkins High School, graduate of East Carolina University. The Eastern North Carolina kids play hard. They are all blue-collar student athletes, usually three-sport athletes. But Tamir, he's a hard worker. He's very talented, but he's very humble at the same time. Like you said, in high school, he graduated from Jacksonville High School. He was a three-sport athlete, football, basketball, and track and field. For their football program, and Coach Bo, he does a fantastic job down there in Eastern North Carolina. But for that football program, he did everything. And the time that we worked out together, he was doing everything. I mean, obviously, he's known for being a defensive back. But at Jacksonville High School, and all you really have to do is go back to the tape, he was asked to do it all. I mean, he could play quarterback. He could play wide receiver. He could play running back. He could return kicks. He could return punts. So I'm excited about, the opportunities that, that'll be in front of him for Pirate Nation. He's a hard worker. He's no nonsense. And he is a home run signee, in my opinion, with the Pirates.
Brandon Simmons joining us. Looking forward to Tamir Brown joining the East Carolina football program. Brandon, you said, you follow East Carolina. You talked about how they are certainly on the right track with head coach Mike Houston. But I know what you got to be excited about, too, is East Carolina's return to physical football, to running the football. Keaton Mitchell, another incredible year for him. Rajay Harris went out early on in the year, was leading the team in touchdowns at the time with 5, and he is a physical back like yourself. And we saw a new physical back emerge this year for East Carolina, Marlon Gunn, the freshman who had 344 yards this season. No touchdowns, which is crazy to think about with his 5.1 average, but he was close a few times, would have scored if not for a couple of knees taken late in the games. But Marlon Gunn, Brandon, kind of in that Brandon Simmons mold, along with Rajay, some power backs here.
Yeah, well, there's, and this is the Brandon Ball that we know. And again, the Coach McNeil era, it was more spread out, more space, more athleticism in space. And they did a fantastic job winning a lot of football games. But this Brandon Ball right here, right now is what we're accustomed to seeing. The attitude type team, running right at you on the offense, play action pass. And, Holton did a fantastic job this year of elevating his game. This past season, he made some big time throws, against pressure and using his legs. But like you said, that rushing attack is very important to win football games. We did a good job of playing complementary football because our defense, when everyone was healthy, was flying around and hitting people. I mean, at least for me, the highlight of this season was against UCF. I mean, we physically dominated UCF from start to finish, and it was absolutely fun to see. So I'm excited about the direction of the program. We can run the football. We can throw the football when we need to, and we can play championship-level defense when we're healthy.
Brandon Simmons joining us, Pit Electric Live Line. Brandon, we do this with all the guests during bowl season. We ask you to pick a bowl game. It's called 40 Bowls in 14 Days. And I think let's break out the 80s hip-hop for the first time. So I got little songs I put together, Brandon, as intros. And we're going to debut a new one right now. This is our 80s hip-hop edition of 40 Bowls in 14 Days. Hit it, Shirley.
40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days, 14 days, 40 bowls in 14 days, oh my goodness. 40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days, 14 days, 40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days. 40 bowls in 14 days, 40 bowls in 14 days.
40 bowls in 14 days. Hippity hippity hop da hop hop. Hop don't stop and drop and pop top. 40 bowls in a 14 days. 40 bowls in a 14 days. 40 bowls. 14 days. Hippity hop dop a pop top drop. 40 bowls in a 14 days. All right.
Nice.
40 bowls in a 14 days. You can add that to your playlist, Brandon, if you'd like.
Will do.
Will do, I'm sure. All right, Brandon, your game is the First Responders Bowl. That is in Dallas. It has an American team in it, Memphis, taking on Utah State. So, Brandon, you used to have some battles with Memphis back in the day. Boy, East Carolina has formed a rivalry with them back-to-back years, with it going down to the last play and Memphis being unable to get a two-point conversion. That's how it's been decided these last 2 years. So it's the Aggies and the Tigers going at it Tuesday, December 27th on ESPN. Brandon, who do you got, Memphis or Utah State?
That's a tough one. I will say Memphis, and the reason why is because of the athleticism on the outside. I mean, Memphis, they're sending a plethora of guys to the NFL as well, but I think the difference will be the athleticism on the outside. Utah State, they're doing a fantastic job of playing a physical brand of football. You have two over there, right? But I'll vote for Memphis on this one.
All right, Brandon Simmons going with the Memphis Tigers. Brandon, I want to make sure you get a plug-in for your family, Master Blend Farms, before we go. Chandler, I know you're a big Simmons fan. You got any questions for Brandon?
No, not really. I just know he's a Sampson County guy. Every time we have Brandon on, I always say, Sampson County, stand up. And Hopton, another good year for Hopton this year, Brandon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And Coach Silas is doing a fantastic job down there. He has that program humming. And whenever I'm not coaching, I do get a chance to check in on the Eastern North Carolina schools. And Hopton is always at the top of the list. So I'm definitely excited about the direction of Hopton High School under Coach Silas.
Brandon, how about if you were in school during the NIL era, what type of company would you have liked to sign a deal with?
Come on now. A school, not a school, I'm sorry. Maybe a company that's affiliated with agriculture.
Yeah.
Back at home, that's just the way of the land over there, and I probably would have figured an opportunity with the agricultural system or program or company.
Yeah.
Back at home.
And on that note, Master Blend Farms, just go to the website, folks, and check it out, masterblendfarms.com. Talk about some good Christmas shopping. You can get some done there. But tell us, I always ask about that every time you're on, Brandon. Tell us about that business and what all it entails.
Oh, wow. So Master Blend Family Farm, located in Kenansville, North Carolina. My brother, Ron Simmons and his wife, they're doing a fantastic job down there growing the brand. A lot of the food that most people taste up here in the Triangle is from Master Blend. For example, the Pit in Raleigh, well, there's a contract there. There's a few eatery places in Wilmington, and they have recently expanded into Georgia, and there was some pork in the Atlanta Hawks game. So,
oh wow,
there's a lot of absolutely. There's a lot of great opportunities that have been presented to the good folks down there at Master Blend Family Farm, and we're very excited about the direction of that venture.
That's awesome stuff. Folks can check that out. Looking at it now online, masterblendfarms.com. Some really good looking stuff. Brandon, always enjoyed chatting with you, man. Keep up the great work, and we'll keep in touch. We'll talk more Pirate football with you down the road, man.
Absolutely. Like always, I do appreciate you guys for having me on. I will be in Eastern North Carolina for the Eastern North Carolina Coaches Clinic. I will be speaking there on day 2, and I'm very excited about presenting some information to area high school coaches and potential college coaches.
That's awesome. When's that, Brandon?
That's going to take place January the 28th.
Okay.
In Greenville. I'll be presenting on day 2, and I'm currently working on that presentation. The goal is to put something together for all high school coaches to use, something very unique, something very different. And it's going to be broken up into 4 parts. I'm currently working on it, so I'm excited about that opportunity, but also connecting with the good folks in the Eastern North Carolina.
Yeah, well, if you got a minute, drop by here. We're at the same spot, Brandon, so come check us out if you got a second.
I sure will. Well, thank you for having me on, and let me know if you guys need anything, and go Pirates.
Yes, sir. There he is, former ECU running back Brandon Simmons, now coaching at green level, also has that relationship with Tamir Brown, and just doing it all, doing big things. So once again, great ambassador for East Carolina University. Let's take a break. We'll come back, wrap up Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. More to go when we return after this.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Hey, Pirate Nation, Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
Winslow's is now Fifth Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room with a brand new look. Fifth Street Hardware also has a new menu and serving lunch and dinner every Tuesday through Sunday and brunch starting at 10:30 on Sundays. What else is new? Well, they have poker every Tuesday night, Trivia Wednesday with DJ Captain Morgan, and on Friday and Saturday nights they have live music open till 2 a.m. serving light appetizers all night long. New look, new name, same location on Fifth Street. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for more specials. Fifth Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers for my friends at ArcPoint Labs. Just as I trust my teammates, you can trust ArcPoint Labs to give you quick and accurate results for your laboratory testing needs. ArcPoint Labs provides insights and solutions to enable individuals, businesses, and communities to make informed decisions on their health, safety, and well-being. Visit any of the 6 Eastern North Carolina ArcPoint Labs locations or go to arcpointlabs.com. Go Pirates!
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
This is Mark Washington with Max Sports Performance at Max Fitness. Our facility has reopened and is following all safety protocols. The best thing you can do to strengthen your immune system is, of course, to work out and exercise on a regular basis. I can assist you as your performance coach. You can also enjoy the benefits of a private facility. Avoid the crowds and work out at Max Fitness. Now is the time to get healthy. Max Fitness just off Highway 43 in the old Ace Hardware building behind Speedway in Greenville. Call me, Mark Washington, 902-4877.
Don't stress this holiday season. Give the gift of beauty. A gift certificate from Beauty Bar Medi Spa will not only bring a smile to that special someone, it will smooth wrinkles, tighten skin, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair. Visit the professionals at Beauty Bar Medi Spa in Greenville. Available now. Gift certificate specials for her or him. And BOGO stocking stuffers. You save and they glow. Visit us at beautybarmedispa.com. Go Pirates.
Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. University Sportswear ENC.com is your one-stop shop for all promotional products for your business. With over 1 million items to shop from, University Sportswear ENC.com offers high-quality products at prices to fit any budget. Visit University Sportswear ENC.com for contact information and to get shopping. University Sportswear ENC.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio.
This is Tim Doust, ECU Football Special Teams Coordinator, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Country Mart. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations, in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Hemp Garden is your premium CBD retailer in Eastern North Carolina. If you find yourself having anxiety or in need of extra sleep support, Hemp Garden has a variety of Delta 8 and Delta 9 products that can assist with those issues. If you're unable to stop by the store, don't worry. Give them a call today at 413-6100 for a consultation, and they'll ship right to your door. Hemp Garden, located at 3040 South Evans Street in the Target Shopping Center in Greenville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you here on Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Patrick Mason going to join us hour 2. Stephen Igoe hour 3. More 40 bowls in 14 days. Also, a treasure chest winner coming up in hour number 3 of today's program. We'll run down those prizes for you coming up in just a little bit. But we actually have a prize re-entered into the treasure chest. Remember the great chat we had with our friend Dick Steffens yesterday up in Maryland? Well, Dick, unable to use the Beauty Bar Medi-Spa gift card, he is putting it back into the chest. So another gift added, which means we'll have one more winner this year. So we still got a lot to give away coming up in the Pirate Radio Holiday Treasure Chest. We are wrapped up in Qatar as France knocks off Morocco 2-0 today. It'll be France versus Argentina in the World Cup final. So we take a look at the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Dubuck. The battle for worst in the Eastern Conference going on tonight in Charlotte as 7-22 Detroit takes on 7-20 Charlotte. There should be at least 300 people at that game that receive free tickets.
Is it going to be like back in the day where they were giving out free tickets at gas stations in surrounding Charlotte area?
I would imagine so. Not a lot going on good with Hornets hoops right now. Looking at top 25 basketball tonight. Jackson State at Mississippi State. Jackson State, who's their head basketball coach, Chandler?
It is it's Mo Williams.
That was a trivia question last Wednesday.
Yes.
At AJ's.
Mo Williams.
Mo Williams, former longtime NBA guard, head coach there at Jackson State. They take on undefeated Mississippi State tonight. Georgia State is at Auburn, and a future Big Ten matchup. It's a non-conference game tonight, but I guess they're going ahead and figuring out travel plans, doing a run-through, because UCLA will be at Maryland. That is a future conference game, folks.
Matchup.
Yeah. Tonight it is Pac-12 versus Big Ten, but that'll be going on 9 o'clock on FS1. So there's a look at your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Dubuck. Ready for some more Pirate hoops coming up. I had a Facebook memory today, Chandler.
Yeah, I saw this.
And I meant to say from 9 years ago. I accidentally tweeted out from 5 years ago, but it was 9 years ago. And I took a picture of ECU about to tip it off and said, can you name the starting 5 for East Carolina? Could you do it?
I knew it was Richmond. I knew
Akeem Richmond.
I knew Kemp was out there. Paris Roberts Campbell was the guy that I struggled to get. And then the guy at the tip, I thought it was Zangari. I saw people saying Marshall Gilmet.
At first, I thought Gilmet. Now I think it might be Zangari, because he had a little facial hair.
And Marshall Gilmet he was baby face.
He was baby face. This guy has a bit of a chin strap going.
A chin strap.
So I think that might be Zangari. Antonio Robinson at point guard. I thought this.
Who was the Robinson guy?
Antonio
Robinson,
yeah.
Yes. I can only get about 3 or 4 of the starting lineup. And I was back and forth.
I don't think that's Kemp. I think that's Caleb White. Because if Kemp was out there, then
Kemp must have. You know what? Kemp, I think, graduated. Then Caleb White, because Kemp wore 2, and then Caleb White came in and started all 4 or 5 years he was here. I remember being a freshman and Caleb White was still on the basketball team. I remember watching him play like 4 years ago. and he also wore number 2. A little lefty, he had a left-handed stroke.
Yeah, smooth on the court. Because if Kemp was out there, then the guard would have been out there. Miguel Paul. But I think this was post Paul and Kemp. And if it was 9 years ago, it would have been 13. So it would have been the year that we talked about with Igoe or somebody recently, where Sampson and Armstrong left. We're coming off the CIT win, and there's like high expectations, and then those guys leave.
Robert Sampson went to Georgia Tech. I don't think.
Ty Armstrong went to somewhere with his girlfriend or something.
And here's a trivia question, and I think this is correct, but do you remember where Miguel Paul transferred from?
Mizzou.
Yes.
Yep.
I just randomly knew that. I remember him finding out that he came from an SEC school, and I thought, oh, that's cool.
Man, Marty Kemp could throw it down.
Threw it down a couple of times. I had 2 top 10 plays in that CIT run.
That was awesome.
One against Ryder, I believe, and one against Evansville.
That's a good memory right there. I remember Evansville was the clincher to get to the championship, and that Minges was rocking, baby.
You remember playing Ryder? Was it Ryder?
Yeah, we played them. One of the games I didn't go to. I didn't go to the first game. I remember listening to it, and then I went to the rest of them at home. And what a fun time that was.
Yeah, Minges. I remember sitting and by a radio of some sort and listening to Jeff Charles, and the crowd, just as loud as it is inside Minges when it's packed. I mean, the crowd reactions after a 3 or after a Maurice Kemp dunk was just awesome to hear on the broadcast with Jeff Charles and back then Cy Seymour.
Johnny, our basketball guy, Chandler.
Saw him another day.
He's got a busy night tonight. He's going to be scouting. South Carolina plays UAB. So he's going to be looking at our future opponent, South Carolina, tonight.
All right. Give us a report tomorrow, Johnny.
Maybe we'll find that one and turn it on at AJ's and get a look at these Gamecocks that we'll be seeing coming up on Saturday. Let's take a break. We'll come back when we return. We'll run down the prizes on the treasure chest. We'll see what's on your mind and talk a little NFL as well. Fantasy playoffs start this week. We'll look at the NFL playoff picture and talk about some news and notes going on in the National Football League when we return on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Take a break from the holiday hustle and bustle with a visit to Jersey Mike's. I'm Wes Shepard, your local Jersey Mike's franchisee in Eastern North Carolina for over 25 years. Let us treat you the best subs in town. We can also take care of any of your catering needs this holiday season, large or small. Plus, we partner with many third-party delivery services that can bring your meal to you. Jersey Mike's, open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. Everybody likes Jersey Mike's.
Everybody likes Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's.
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Jamie Cuccinella, inviting you and your family to come by Cuccinella's Pizzeria and Italian Ice. Cuccinella's has been serving our special family recipe New York-style pizza since 1932. We think you'll taste the difference in just one bite. When you come in for a pie, don't forget to try our house-made Italian ice or gelato. We make small batches every day from scratch with all fresh ingredients.
Cuccinella's on Old Tar Road in Winterville and a new location coming soon to Uptown Greenville.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Bond. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
This is Stephen Igoe. You've heard from me plenty on Pirate Radio Live and perhaps have read some of my work on hoistthecolors.net. Now, get an extension of our in-depth coverage on the Hoist the Colors podcast. From game previews to immediate post-game analysis to emergency podcasts for breaking news, we've got you covered. A cast of guest co-hosts from fans, former coaches, and other writers join me for 2 podcasts weekly to break down all things ECU athletics. Subscribe to Hoist the Colors now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Is your mouth watering yet? We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Hit me with the sound effects again. Ladies, gentlemen, if you're feeling the way I'm feeling, we should both go get us a piece of that cheesy, beefy perfection with a delicious, refreshing Pepsi. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Join us at the Riverfront Convention Center of Craven County on Thursday, December 22nd for the North Carolina Symphony Holiday Pops. Enjoy this festive concert full of orchestral holiday favorites you know and love. Arrive early for photos with Santa. For more information, visit ncsymphony.org.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour brought to you by Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive a little and save a lot with a short trip to Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Highway 264 in Washington at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Drive a little and save a lot at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They have a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, plus offer service to all makes and models in a state-of-the-art facility. Drive a little and save a lot with a short trip to Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Highway 264 in Washington and online at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Chandler, you showed me during the break, and I always see these things online about this better place to so-and-so amount dollar bet and could win this much, and it's like, all right, whatever, great for them, who cares. But this one was unique. This is a parlay where you showed me a video of this guy celebrating France's win over Morocco in the World Cup, and in this parlay, this one's unique and cool because it involves last year's NCAA basketball championship as well as the NBA finals.
Yes, so he had, and this was the odds on this was, wow, 200, it was crazy. It's a 7-leg parlay, so there's more than the NCAA, and you can't see it all, so I don't know what else he put on. But an example is, in the parlay, is that he had Kansas to win the national championship in college basketball. He had the Warriors to win in the NBA.
All right, so that right there, and if he put that, I wonder if he puts that in before the season. I mean, let's say he does, so that's like November. And one cashes in late March, early April. The NBA doesn't cash until, what, June?
Yeah.
So we're talking, all those months. But then he throws in some World Cup action.
Yes. This was a plus 2,145,172 line.
How much is he betting?
He put down $26, and
oh wow! So it is though.
So he put down $26, and the total buyout or the total payout is $557,770.91.
That is insane.
Is that not crazy?
But man, you got to wait a long time.
Yeah.
And you know that is a long time to sit on that ticket. I mean, you could die before that thing cashes. But he had Kansas. He had Golden State, and he's got France along with 4 others. I wonder if he had like Rams. I wonder if he just did like a all-champion parlay.
That's what I'm trying
That'd
to think.
That'd be pretty awesome.
I'm trying to look and see what other legs of the parlay there were, but a lot of people are asking, what's the cash out right now? Like, what can what can he what can he cash out with? I mean, if I were him, I'm taking it.
Yeah.
But there is no cash out.
I mean, France
option.
is probably the favorite, I guess, to win on whenever they play Saturday or Sunday against Argentina. But how nervous is that guy going to be this weekend? I mean, he's got over $500,000 riding on this for $26. That is crazy.
I mean, and I see this. It's BR betting. It's Bleacher Report betting, and they show a lot of these, and of course it's in states where it's legal. And I've seen where people put down $1 and they like do a whole like NFL parlay, and they might put down $1 and win hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars, really, to hit every single leg of their parlay on just straight NFL.
You know what you don't see? All the losers out there, which are in the millions. You see the wins. You don't see the losing tickets.
Yeah.
And that's what gambling's all about, losing. And the casinos and books making money. But score one for the good guys if this guy could, if France wins.
You know what? I'm going to be cheering for him.
Yeah, definitely. That would be fun to do like in January. We come in here and we pick, which will be in the middle of the NFL playoffs. So do you pick the Super Bowl champion coming up in a month?
I say you choose the champion for the next year.
So in January we're gonna pick.
But what about NBA? Because you're in the middle of NBA season as well.
Yeah, I mean that'll still be a future. So, and I guess March Madness too. So you pick this year's. Yeah, I don't know how you would do it. You would almost have to start in maybe September with the new NFL season. So you would pick the Super Bowl champion, the college football champion, the college basketball champion, next year's
World Series
finals. Yeah, but then you're up against that. Yeah. But anyway, it'd be fun to pick like across the board, all sports, and see how many you could hit.
And we would do it just for fun. One of us would hit all, 6 or 7 of it, and we'd go, why did we not put this in a parlay?
For a while there, I was the future, Chandler.
What did you have?
I had the Rams, I picked them week 16 last year or whatever. Mm-hmm. I had that one. I had Kansas. But, I picked that during the week of conference championships or whatever. So I didn't have these crazy long odds that these guys have.
The only future that I remember doing is I took Miami last year. It was a team that we really liked a couple of years ago in the NCAA tournament. We
liked them in the ACC tournament.
Our love started in the ACC tournament, and then last year I said, I'm going to ride with them again, and I did a future for them to win the ACC tournament, and they were just a couple of games away, and
they got to the semis, I think, and lost to a good team.
Virginia Tech, I think.
Oh, I was thinking Duke. I think they lost to Duke.
Yeah, it was Duke. So
I think you tried to hedge and messed up both ways.
Yes, that's right. It was Duke.
Sorry to bring that up.
It was Duke. Oh my gosh, I remember watching that in tiebreakers.
You had a great opportunity to make something, and I think you ended up losing double. Now that's the story of gambling.
Yeah,
those are the true stories.
That's the story of my gambling career.
That's the story of everybody. You hear all these great stories, but the truth is, you're going to end up a loser in the long run.
At the end of the day,
for us, it's about losing. Speaking of losing, how's your fantasy team in the playoffs?
No, but I have won back-to-back weeks, and I'm 5-9. I had to get a win for one of my buddies that's in the league. He's like, I need you to win this week. And I dominated. I won by like 60-some points.
That's the kind of person you are, Chandler. You'd rather help others before yourself. You did it in fantasy. You did it with your NFL team. I asked you for a win.
It's the same week because you asked me. You were like, need the Panthers to beat the Seahawks. I was like, okay, well, I mean, I have no control over that. And
but you do.
I mean, I can cheer as hard as I can for the Panthers. I said, I hope they win, and I'm going to do it for you. I said, but now that just kind of adds to my favor stack. I have a favor for a buddy in fantasy this week. I told you, I have a buddy in fantasy this week for a buddy who wants me to beat another guy in our league. So it was a stressful week last week because I had to beat this guy in fantasy for a buddy. Then I had my NFL team having to beat the Seahawks for you. So it was a stressful week.
Well, you're collecting favors. I guess I owe you one now that I'll get you back on at a later date. But you said something there. You have no control over your team. I don't know if we can necessarily help our teams, but we can definitely hurt our teams by the things we say, by our actions. Like I don't want to give you an example and hurt my team, but let's say I'm a Ravens fan and I'm going into Saturday and we're favorites against the Browns probably on the road. And we're like, man, this Browns team stinks. Deshaun Watson's awful. We definitely win this game. This is an easy win. That is hurting your team. Those thoughts, those words, at least in my opinion. I never talk like that going into a game.
I mean, I don't either. But that's the way I think. Is that reality? I don't think so. But to me...
All right, well, try it. And see how it goes.
You know what? It's actually happened before.
Exactly.
So I mean, I don't have to try it because I've had it happen before. And I get mad at other people when they say, oh, you're going to beat them this week. And I'm like, can you not say that? Like, can you just please not say that? I think other people can control the outcome of your team's either winning or losing. My buddy jokes about there was a time where the Panthers were up big. We used to go to a restaurant here in town every Sunday, not named Tiebreakers, when we were in college. And we were there one day, and we just about got in a fist fight because he had said something too soon. I was like, can you please not?
I've told it before, but I remember, I wish I knew the year. It had to be early 90s where we're watching Redskins Cardinals, and Redskins are up. And I remember saying to my dad, this is boring. Like, I wish it was a close game. Like, this isn't an exciting game. And he was like, don't ever say that.
Don't you ever say that.
You want to win. A win is better than a close game. I was like, yeah, I hear you, but this is like, I like close finishes, and kept going on, and then the Cardinals scored again and again, and they ended up winning that game and beating Washington.
And your dad grounded you for 3 weeks.
Hadn't talked to me since. And
he doesn't even talk to you at basketball games in Section 213.
He allows me to go, but
I
he won't
asked you
talk
the other
to me.
night, I said, hey, I've been going to games with you. This is the second year.
Yep.
And your dad hasn't said a word to you.
No.
And that's why?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. That all stems from that. And maybe if Washington wins the Super Bowl, he'll talk to me again.
I hope so, because it is kind of awkward up there in 213 when he talks to me, and then you might say something to him, and he just turns around and doesn't say anything. Dad, what'd you think about that play?
But yeah, I learned a lot that day. It changed my life as a sports fan and my life in general. Don't tempt fate, basically.
That's a great, you know what? That's an actual cool, neat story.
Cool, neat story.
Cool, neat story.
I don't know if it was the game. I don't think it was the game where Boomer Esiason had like 550 yards passing as an old 60-year-old quarterback against Washington, but I do remember it was the Cardinals. All right, what else is going on? NFL news and notes. Zach Wilson has been allowed back on the bench. He went from not dressing out. He went from starter to not dressing out to now QB2.
Hey, you can dress, but go sit over there.
Mike White is hurt, but their starter.
I have a trivia question about Mike White. What American Athletic Conference team did he play for before transferring and finishing his college career at Western Kentucky?
I mean, the first thing that came to my mind without thinking at all was Memphis.
No, but I could definitely see a Mike White playing at quarterback.
Okay, so at
Memphis.
least you know what I'm thinking.
I definitely, I could. That's a good guess.
American. All right, so it wasn't ECU.
No.
It was not Memphis.
Nope.
I feel like it wasn't Temple.
No.
It was not. I'm going to say it was not either of the Florida schools.
You're wrong there.
Oh, wow. Okay. Mike White, USF?
Yes, sir.
Huh. I don't have a memory of that, really. South Florida.
He was a South Florida Bull before transferring to Western Kentucky.
And graduated as a Hilltopper?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And then Western Kentucky had Bailey Zappi.
Good question, Chandler. I like sports trivia questions. Cole Beasley is back. He ends his retirement and signed with the Bills. Played with them last year, right?
Yes. You asked me about my fantasy a while ago. 2 guys on the same team and on my fantasy team are designated to return from IR. Darren Waller and Hunter Renfrow, I saw today, are designated to return this week from the injured reserve list.
I have a Renfrow, but he's probably not going to crack my lineup. I do have some start-sit questions for this week. Debo is out for me.
I lost my quarterback on Sunday, Kyler Murray.
That's one of my favorite country songs.
I lost my quarterback on Sunday.
I lost my QB on a Sunday.
And his name was Kyler Murray.
You got a good country voice.
Thank
you. Would you rather have Colt McCoy starting than Kyler Murray for the Cardinals? Because I think I would.
I mean,
that team sucks.
They're terrible. They're awful.
Kingsbury has got to go.
And you know who's also on that team that I think just kind of adds the stank to the stink?
Who?
Robbie Anderson.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he just kind of
Stink Central.
He adds the stink to the stank.
Why is this?
I have never turned on a athlete like I have on Robbie Anderson.
That's a good question. I feel like I've asked it before, but like, who did you make a turn on? You turned on Robbie?
Quick.
Yeah.
Quick. I used to like him.
Man, the stank feels extra stinky. What is? Oh, it's Robbie Anderson.
It's Robbie.
He had a stink to the stank. You turned on Robbie.
He's only got like 3 catches in the 5 or 6 weeks he's been with Arizona.
Yeah.
He's awful.
I mean, they have AJ Green.
But he also just can't keep his mouth shut.
Yeah. They are bad. They do have one player I really like, and that's James Conner.
Yep.
And that's about it. Any other NFL news and notes? Marcus Mariota. So we were both in Minji's on Sunday. And I feel so lost because I always watch Red Zone, follow every single game, every single box score as it's happening. So I still feel kind of lost, like you did the other day when you asked if the Lions won.
Yeah.
Did the Falcons play? Oh, they didn't play. So Desmond Ridder is going to start, but they didn't play on Sunday. Okay. So he's going to make his first start this week.
Yeah, and he was announced, I think, on Friday.
Last week. That's why I thought they might have played.
He was announced on Friday as the starter.
Okay.
Benching Marcus Mariota.
10 to the 4, Chandler. 10 to the 4. Boy, big Thursday night game coming up tomorrow night. Niners and Seahawks. And then we've got a triple header. Shirley, we got these games this weekend? We going Saturday and Sunday?
We have games Saturday and Sunday.
What is a sextuplet?
Yes.
Because we usually have a triple header.
Yes.
We have a sextuplet of games. Colts at Vikings. And wow, I like this. It seems like Saturday they usually go late afternoon, night, but they're going all day. Colts Vikings at 1, Ravens Browns at 4:30, and then Dolphins Bills for the nightcap coming up at 8:15 on Saturday. Sunday night football. I was thinking about a watch along for this, Chandler. Do you have any interest at all?
I mean, I'm trying to save my energy for a playoff watch along, but
that's the kind of talking that gets you in trouble.
Yeah.
The great example of it right there. Nailed it.
Well, see, people were out there, we were talking about it earlier, people out there listening or watching are probably thinking, now, what's a good example? And I did that. That's why I did that.
Yeah.
I'm helping the people out. I wanted the people to see what we were talking about. And that's
But that probably wouldn't really happen. Or has it already happened? When did you and I talk about doing a playoff watch-along when a team looked like they were in great shape?
Gosh.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The Charlotte Hornets.
Yes. Oh, my gosh.
And didn't make the playoffs.
No.
It's already happened. And now you're trying to do it not to our team, but to my team. And I don't appreciate it.
I mean, but to answer your question, yes, I would be interested. It's a huge game. It's a big ball game, as Mark Lindsay would say.
It is a big ball game. J.R. Robertson is self-imposing a treasure chest ban for today. He says, I apologize for the risque comment about McCall. I quickly realized it was probably inappropriate, but couldn't determine how to delete or edit a comment from my phone. I have no clue what he's talking about.
Is this a comment you made today, JR?
JR, just look, you weren't.
I mean, we'll forgive you.
You weren't arrested or reprimanded. You got away with the crime. Just go with it, man. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't want to know what you're talking about.
I don't even see the comment. This is the first comment I've seen from JR today.
But I will uphold your self-imposed ban. You are banned from winning in the treasure chest today.
So I guess how he can prevent himself from winning is just don't pick up the phone.
Correct. And if we call you, if you see a number calling from our station,
don't answer.
Don't answer it.
And if you do call in and you win, you have to on the air say, "I'm not accepting this. Take the next caller."
We haven't added anything to the Michael Winstead dumpster juice list lately. He says watching the Cardinals play is like walking up and surprising a skunk and getting sprayed in the face. I'll add Cliff Kingsbury to the dumpster juice list. I will add Louisville basketball.
Oh, they're awful. They're not going to win an ACC game this year.
An ACC game?
They might not win a single. They haven't even won a game. They haven't won a game yet.
That's the least of their worries.
They haven't won a game yet.
Did they lose last night?
Oh my gosh, because they're awful. They played somebody in an exhibition game and lost.
Lenore Ryan?
Well, it was Lenore Ryan.
I'm trying to find.
That is a bad basketball program right now.
Crazy.
And when was the last time a college basketball team did not win a game in the regular season at all?
So Louisville right now is 0-9, 0-2 in conference play.
Wow.
Here we go. They still got a few chances. They got Western Kentucky. That feels like a loss. That's tonight.
An in-state game, yeah.
But Florida A&M coming up this weekend. That could be the one.
I might bet on Louisville.
They got Florida A&M and Lipscomb. Gosh, I hope they lose these three. And then they play at NC State on the 22nd, and they'll beat NC State.
Okay, I was just about to say a team that they could beat this year, and I could see this team like fumbling against a team like Louisville would be State.
Does Kevin Keats ever plan on winning an ACC game? He's got to be about done.
Yeah, because they're 0-2 right off the bat with a loss to Miami, the U baby, and then they also that was their last ACC opponent. The first one they played Pitt at home and lost. State. Gary Hahn's got to be upset.
State.
Three-pointer State.
Let's take a break. We'll come back. Jack says sometimes if there is an explicit comment, it would not show up for everyone else. Again, now I feel like now it's even worse because we don't even know what the comment J.R. Robertson said.
Can you try to no, don't do it. If it's inappropriate, then don't do it. But
it's probably
I'm
nothing.
itching to know what you said, J.R.
Now we're like building it up to this big thing.
What was the comment?
I don't even care. I don't want to know.
I kind of do.
I bet it wasn't even that bad. There's a guy named John who commented. He's talking about, did he change his name? I don't know. Now it's like so much worse. You shouldn't have just said anything at all. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. Patrick Mason. Mace of Base joining us when we return. The Mace in the hole. We'll be back with you after this.
Don't stress this holiday season. Give the gift of beauty. A gift certificate from Beauty Bar Medi-Spa will not only bring a smile to that special someone, it will smooth wrinkles, tighten skin, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair. Visit the professionals at Beauty Bar Medi-Spa in Greenville. Available now. Gift certificate specials for her or him and BOGO stocking stuffers. You save and they glow. Visit us at beautybarmedispa.com. Go Pirates!
What's up, Pirate Nation? Kyle Gaines here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let's get ready for the new year with new amazing deals. That's right, all 22 models need to go and make room for the all-new 23 models. So I'm selling all 22 models at invoice minus all rebates you qualify for. So you can see discounts up to $10,000 off 22 models. That's amazing. Also, come check out our new addition to our service department. We added 8 new service bays to accommodate our customers and serve you faster and get you back on the road. Don't forget, we also are a Rough Country certified dealer, carry BMW hitches, truck toolboxes, and more for your vehicle. And this is the last month to collect the $7,500 tax credit on all Jeep 4xEs. That's right, the last month, December, to collect the tax credit. That's savings up to $7,500. Remember, drive a little, save a lot. Go Pirates.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank in your corner when you need them. This is former ECU baseball player Ashley Capps from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Bonner Latham, Chris Richards, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business today, come and see someone on our team at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard here in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best.
Everybody loves burgers.
There's no better time to shop Russell's in downtown Washington than right now. Don't let a cancellation or a backorder spoil your Christmas. I'm Russell Smith, and I can assure you we have a store full of goodies to satisfy anybody on your list. We've been right here in the same location for 39 years making Christmas wishes come true. If you can't decide on the perfect gift, just select a gift certificate for any amount you desire. The shopping is easy, and the signature wrap is free and beautiful. Merry Christmas to the Pirate Nation, and we invite you to shop Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington.
Hey, I'm Holt Nailers. No one knows better than me how important it is as a quarterback to have protection on the field to be successful. My frontline team is critical to my success. For your frontline insurance protection, you need the team at Buck Insurance Agency. Buck Insurance Agency is your local team and have been helping customers like you for over 30 years with their insurance needs. When you need insurance protection, you'll get the whole team with Brian Buck and his staff. Call toll-free at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
Enjoy the comfort, style, and beauty of the holidays at Bostic Sugg Furniture. We have everything you need to deck your halls for less. Living room furniture for family get-togethers, dining sets for holiday dinners, bedrooms, and more. Save up to 70% off clearance items, plus 6 months special financing. Settle down to a long winter's nap on a comfortable new mattress with 48 months special financing. We have your holiday comfort savings at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Pirate Radio.
We're going to be bigger, faster, stronger, and older. That's always a good combination.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour brought to you by Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive a little and save a lot with a short trip to Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Highway 264 in Washington at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Town Insurance is your premier independent insurance agency. From maximizing opportunities to minimizing risk, Town's Insurance Advisors offer expert professional advice to clients of all sizes. For personal or business insurance questions, call 756-8300 today. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip Rock.
Alrighty, back with you here, Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Steve and Igoe are going to join us later on in the show. Also, we'll open up the treasure chest and make you a winner. Forgot to run down the list of prizes. Shirley or Chandler, can you help me with that? You going to help me?
Sure.
Sure.
All right. You got a list?
I do now.
Your kiss is not on my list.
By the way, just a reminder, we do still have the Beauty Bar Medispa prize in here.
Old Tricky Dick Steffens put it back in the bag.
Yep.
Just didn't need any more beauty.
Hey, Patrick Mason's here.
Patrick Mason.
Hey, Patrick.
Hey.
P-Mace.
How you doing, man?
Good, just hopping in before the intro.
Yeah, I mean, classic Patrick. All right, Chandler, get us started.
All right, $150 gift card from Bostic Sun.
Good God. Shirley, can you take over?
No. $150 gift card from Bostic Soap Furniture. Go.
12 pizzas from Papa John's.
$100 gift card from Familia.
$100 gift card and gift basket from Beauty Bar Medispa.
$100 gift card from Chico's.
$100 gift card to Tiebreakers.
$100 cash and T-shirt from Sparky Snowballs.
Bud Light Fire Pit Cooler and Tailgate Chair from Carolina Eagle Distributing.
A Pirate Fan gift basket from UB.
Natural Light Can Jam Set Cooler and Tailgate Chair from Carolina Eagle Distributing.
Missed that one. $100 gift card from Jersey Mike's.
30-minute stretch assessment and 1-hour massage from Bodies and Balance.
And a Buck gift basket, $100 cash, $25 gift card to the Beach Tavern, 2 tickets to the New York, Holy cow. 2 tickets to the New Year's Eve party. 2 tickets to... You're going to New York for New Year's Eve?
You were a Beta Club, right?
Yeah.
What county was that?
Sampson County.
2
tickets to the New Year's Eve party at the Buck, 2 T-shirts, and a L.A. Rams Aaron Donald jersey.
Flawless. Absolutely flawless.
2 tickets to
You're
the New
going
York
to
party.
New York City! Patrick, how are you?
Pretty good. It's kind of dreary today. So, I don't know.
What did I just say to you, Chandler?
It's very gray outside.
It is so gray.
It's like sucking the energy out of me all day.
Yeah, I mean, Grateful Dead sing about a touch of gray, but this is outrageous.
Yeah, this is a heavy handful of gray.
Heavy
pour.
Patrick, we were talking about the Washington Commanders coming back into the show. They were featured on NFL Live, talking about playoff chances, things like that. And you saw their record, and you said, I didn't see this coming. Go back to that Thursday night against Chicago where Mooney caught a pass, had the ball in the end zone, bobbled it, finally caught it at the 1-yard line, and that was the last play of the game. If they'd have scored, the Bears win. Washington loses. Who knows how that changes everything?
I know. That's actually, like, looking back on it, I'm so glad the Bears lost that game. Might as well just... I mean, I'm in full tank mode right now with the Bears. And, I mean, but 7-5, like, on your end, you got something to look forward to. You know, like in the hunt, or what was it? What did they change it to?
Sniffing around, and then this week they put up loitering.
Yeah, loitering. What is that? Just hanging around where you're not supposed to be?
I guess they're trying to be funny. I don't.
They're kind of missing the mark a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. In terms of, Rich Brown says mace hole.
I mean, if you're mad at me, maybe.
Man, Rich.
Stop disrespecting me, bro.
Yeah. And Craig said 2 tickets to the New York Knicks. Wow. Are they going to Madison Square Garden, Chandler? See the Knicks? All right.
Going to see 2 tickets to the New York Knicks on New Year's.
You're a dumbass.
Stop. That is cussing. Stop.
By the way, I forgot to mention, did you see who the Cowboys signed? It was not Odell Beckham. It was...
Oh, T.Y. Hilton.
T.Y. Hilton.
It took me a while there, but...
It's like a YMCA.
Yeah.
His Y doesn't really like a Y.
Practicing for the winning the stretch gift basket here.
There you go. But he does the celebration. T.Y. Hilton from?
Oh, he went to a Conference USA school.
Yeah, he sure did, Bob.
He went to FIU.
He sure did.
Hey, look at that. That's impressive.
Stan says former long snappers mess up once in a while.
And that's the truest thing I've heard today.
Here, I'm a former long snapper, so I love talking about this position. I'm a former specialist myself. I used to long snap. All right, I'm going to talk about my favorite part of football, special teams.
That's the truth? You mean that?
I'm a former long snapper.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Yeah.
This is truth.
And
that'll always get me.
I like how he's the snap.
Yeah, that'll always get me.
That was before East Carolina had their worst special team season in football history.
It wasn't good.
I mean, so many fun times back in August.
And we
talking
talked to
special teams.
We talked to 2 specialists and the special teams coach. Talked to Tim Doust, talked to Luke Larson, and then we also talked to former starting kicker Owen Daffer.
That's right.
And then things went down.
Things went south. Way south. Patrick, Birmingham Bowl, you got your hotel, flight, all that?
Still working on the hotel.
How about the credential?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Were you worried about that?
I mean, you gotta have that to go and cover it.
I mean, yeah.
You could probably just walk in.
Yeah. Hey guys, that's it. Yeah, it's just about all figured out.
Looks like a neat stadium.
It does. And like we talked about earlier, I'm kind of excited about the opponent. So, I mean, the location is what it is.
So, what were your Christmas plans going to be? Were you going like back home or anything?
Yeah, I still, that's the goal, still go back home to Chicago, but I'll probably go, I was trying to wedge it in between maybe New Year's, but I think I'm going to go like the week after, the first week of January.
Do a little late Christmas with the fam?
Yeah, that's the goal. It's just so weird how this bowl game falls and you got to fly and it's like, a day on either end, so it's just kind of difficult.
Again, I got to ask, what's Arthur going to be doing during all this time?
Yeah, I think maybe the girlfriend will help out, and then I got a neighbor lined up too, so.
Do you feel like you are neglecting Arthur?
No, I hang out with him.
All right.
Yeah, he gets his daily walk, or at least gets to go to a dog park and run around.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Patrick, are you a Freemason?
Didn't we talk about this? I'm not even sure if I know what exactly a Freemason is or does.
I've definitely.
Because it's not like the brickworking guy, right? Isn't
no,
like some other like theoretical, a brick mason.
Freemasonry or masonry refers to a fraternal organization, trace their origins, blah 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 blah. But it's some kind of group. It's not a cult,
an association.
It's a brotherhood of sorts. I don't know, but joining a lodge. You want to find out how we could join?
Ooh, I do like lodges.
Yeah,
a lodge is always a good time.
I wonder what they do there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just kind of kick back.
Yeah,
I like to watch games with my friends. Do they do that?
There's got to be a TV in the lodge.
You would think so.
Think, right?
Yeah. If there's any Freemasons out there, are you allowed to talk about it if you are one? It feels kind of secretive.
Is it like Fight Club where you can't really
That's
talk
right.
about it?
Yeah.
But if maybe you got a brochure, feel free to send it along.
Yeah. Or if you're like a former Freemason or you know someone who is, if you could explain it to us, I would love to know. I'd trying to expand my horizons a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of a history class here on a Wednesday.
I guess the only club I'm in would be the Sports Trivia Club at AJ's. It's turned into kind of like a little Wednesday night clubhouse where guys can leave their wives for a night, and their wives appreciate that, them kind of having a night to themselves.
They look forward to it each week.
Yeah, that's the club I'm in. That'll be going on tonight, 8 o'clock. AJ McMurphy's East Carolina basketball coming up on Saturday. Are you going to beautiful Greenville, South Carolina?
I am not. Okay. I will be watching that remotely.
That will be on ESPN Plus. There was no TV allotted to it as recent as like 2 days ago, and then I finally saw they popped up ESPN Plus. So that's a good thing.
Which is a good thing, because I'm pretty sure almost all the other road games, right? It's been like some weird Flow Sports or something like that. Or...
UNCW's in the Flow, as well as that tournament we were in was the Flow.
So that just makes it difficult.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll have it on. And tomorrow the women play at 11.
Is that here?
Webb. At Gardner Webb.
At Gardner Webb at 11 a.m. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk some Pirate hoops, talk some Pirate football, and 40 bowls in 14 days with Patrick Mason. Next up on the list is the Birmingham Bowl.
B-Ham.
Should we pick that one? I don't want you to pick that one. It's got to be something more
different. Random.
Like the Camellia Bowl. That'll be your bowl game. Ooh. We'll do that when we return on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Jeff Stein for Brown & Wood, our special guest today. Jeff, the holiday travel season is here. Folks are going to be traveling. How can you help them out in the service department?
With the winter months coming, customers are putting on new tires, getting alignments, making sure we check their brakes. We also have an increase in parts inventory, so that's speeding up the process for the customer. And don't forget, we have free pickup and drop-off. To make an appointment, you can visit our website at brownandwood.net or give us a call at 252-355-6080. Brown & Wood, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles for my friends at Ed Watkins Marine. I've known Ed personally for years, covering his winning performances on the football field and on NASCAR's pit road. Now Ed is winning on the water, and you get to win too. You win with awesome prices on boats from Ed Watkins Marine, and of course, great service after the sale. If you're looking for a new boat, contact Ed Watkins Marine today. They will deliver anywhere. Find them online at edwatkinsmarine.com and tell them the voice sent you.
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too. In Pitt County, call Carlton Venters or C.J. Messerly at 252-756-3007. North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina Incorporated. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi. An independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
BMS Builders is your premier custom builder in eastern North Carolina. With homes in Blackwood, Mills Creek, Dalton's Cove in Farmville, and Belmar and Ayden, they're constantly expanding. Now to Laurel Glen and Sarah's Way, plus the new duplex community at Abigail Trails. BMS Builders can build the home of your dreams. Just ask Dr. Dennis Ross in Greenville or ECU football coach Mike Houston. They built their homes, and they can build yours as well. Call 916-1578 for BMS Builders.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers for my friends at ArcPoint Labs. Just as I trust my teammates, you can trust ArcPoint Labs to give you quick and accurate results for your laboratory testing needs. ArcPoint Labs provides insights and solutions to enable individuals, businesses, and communities to make informed decisions on their health, safety, and well-being. Visit any of the 6 Eastern North Carolina ArcPoint Labs locations or go to arcpointlabs.com. Go Pirates!
It's the season for warmer clothes, hot apple cider, and changing leaves. But what doesn't change and what won't change is our commitment to your complete satisfaction each and every time you visit our dealership. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Complete customer satisfaction isn't just a seasonal thing, it's delivered every day. That's why we are the place to find your next truck or SUV. Come in and get you one. Phelps Chevrolet. Visit today or see us on the web.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
This is Jeremy Lewis, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour brought to you by Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Drive a little and save a lot with a short trip to Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Highway 264 in Washington at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. They're open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Alrighty, back with you here on Pirate Radio Live. Patrick Mason, Daily Reflector, joining us. Got East Carolina hoops coming up on Saturday. Pirates and Chanticleers go at it. I think it's Chanticleers. We'll find out tomorrow with Joe Cashin, play-by-play voice of Coastal, when he joins us on the program. But, Patrick, let's talk a little hoops first. East Carolina coming off a win against Coppin State. And Ezra Azar turning into a star.
Yes.
In front of our eyes right now. And love the way he can get from top of the key free throw line to the basket in a blink of an eye, and has shown he can finish as well. Got to cut down on the turnovers, got to cut down on the fouls, which Mike Schwartz has talked about multiple times now. But, man, you see a lot of promise in that young man.
Yeah, you really do. And when I watch basketball a lot, when I see a matchup, see a guy gets the ball out on the wing or something, I'm always like, just take him. And Ezra really does that all the time. You know, he just understands matchups and understands, hey, I can back this guy down and score. I think he had 18 points in something like 18 minutes, or maybe it was 23 minutes, or it was something like that. But it was just incredibly efficient. And for a freshman, I mean, he's really getting better every game.
No, that's a good point. Once the play kind of breaks down and East Carolina has run the offense and there's 12 seconds left in the shot clock and you get guys one-on-one and space the floor, I'm with you. And multiple times on Sunday we saw that where he just went right by his man and was able to finish.
Yep. And he can do that. He just gets to the spots he wants to get to. And that's just difficult for a lot of players, I think. But he's been able to do it right away. And I've been asking Mike Schwartz, I think, the past couple of games just about that, kind of cutting down on fouls, because past 2 games he's fouled out. He's had to sit some minutes in the first half with 2 fouls. So if he can just kind of figure out how to play, aggressive, but also, not that, crossing the line a little bit. I mean, I don't know what the ceiling is on a player like this. I mean, he's incredible.
Cy Seymour said yesterday that the shot that Caleb LeCount took was friendly fire, an accidental, I guess, elbow, arm.
Yeah.
That took him out of the game.
Yeah, because we definitely saw a tighten up rotation. There was, I think, only 6 guys played double-digit minutes, which is a lot smaller than what they've been playing with. But, I think Schwartz even said, you could kind of see this going forward. And it's really just, who's playing well, who's trusting, who's healthy, too, right now, because Winston Tabbs was out.
So he had an illness.
You're right, yeah, non-COVID, just an illness. But, a little bit thin and, just a tight rotation. So it's kind of just like, all right, guys, this is your game, and go see what you can do.
And that rotation is including a lot more of Benjamin Baela instead of Quentin DeBunge right now. And it was good to see Baela hit a 3 the other day. Yeah. Had a couple of field goals, see the ball go in. But Mike Schwartz really likes what he does because he plays a lot of minutes.
And a lot of really good defensive minutes. Schwartz was saying that the team was joking with Baela. Hey, your numbers are, lowest in the country. You're kind of near the bottom, but you're still starting for us. And I guess that's just...
What's the joke there?
Well, just that...
It's not very funny.
No, I wouldn't think so either. But I think it just kind of shows them that, hey, you offer really good minutes on the other end of the floor. And if, they're scoring 80 points or whatever it is a game, you can afford that, I guess, right now.
I mentioned the dunk that Walker had, which... I messed up on. I was doing PA, and when he dunked it, I went, oh! And then remembered that I had to say who dunked it. So that was my one fan screw-up.
If there was a screw-up, that's the play to do it.
Good grief, man. That was a throwdown. He was up there, and then I mentioned that to Cy yesterday, and he said that, listen, I tell you who can get up. I saw it in practice. He said Baela went up on 2 guys and threw it down in practice. So
some high flyers.
I got some athletes, some athletic guys on this team.
It's funny, but before we got to talk with Schwartz and the players after the game, we were just talking among the media guys, just kind of like it was just a kind of a game, right? A game a winnable game, and you go out and win it. And I wasn't really sure what to write about. Like, what does this game sort of mean? And I ended up writing about that dunk. Probably half my story was just about that dunk and Javon Small's pass to find it. And I don't know. It was just awesome. It just kind of showed you Javon Small really is kind of a pass first point guard, even though he leads the team in scoring, but just finds the right play. And then guys like Jaden Walker just taking over and doing stuff like that is really what you want to see.
I don't think I did a free throw jinx, but you can tell me if I did. Javon Small, do you remember how many he had made in a row before he missed?
29.
29. Was trying to get to 30 in a row.
Yep.
I mentioned early in the game, the gentleman to my right was talking about how poor East Carolina was shooting at the free throw line, and I said, well, this guy's the only one that can make them. He's made so many in a row. And as I said that, he buried it. But then, like a trip or two later, he missed that one. So I don't think I jinxed that. Somebody probably mentioned that after I did, I would think.
Yeah, it had to be. But you kind of put it out there, though, so I don't know.
You're right, I did. I felt bad immediately, and he did miss in the same game. So I'm trying to talk myself out of being responsible. But
well, you can ask him later when he comes in. But Steven turned to me and said, I had it typed out in the Twitter box. It said Javon Small makes his 30th.
Oh, okay. Well, why are you questioning me?
But he didn't get to hit send.
Okay. So. Well, yeah.
So someone definitely thought about it ahead of time. So
I'm in the clear.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're definitely in the clear. If you get to the point where you're writing it out like that.
Yeah, that's an Igoe blunder there. That's not me. But now a new streak has been started. But, man, that's impressive. He won college basketball 29 in a row.
It is pretty incredible. And he's, like you said, he's really the only one on the team who can consistently make that shot. It's kind of infuriating. I think they started 0 for 5 against UNCW, and Javon Small makes the next 5, and it's like, oh, okay, here we are. But without that, I mean, the team really struggles.
Patrick Mason joining us. I think it was Brandon Johnson hit a couple of technicals on Sunday. And I think I would be more nervous with nobody around me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just me by myself at the line. I would much rather have 6 guys on either side of me.
Yeah, you get moral support on the side. When you're by yourself, it's like, like you're on a stage giving like a solo. It's just kind of, spotlight on you.
I'd rather have the guy about to box me out saying you're terrible, a fat dude that can't shoot. I'd rather have that at the line than just nothing. And I would freak myself out. And
if you think about it, I think at home it's even worse because it's quiet. You have more time to think about it. I think if people are screaming at you, you can kind of like, all right, I'm supposed to be.
Well,
and I don't know.
Luckily, I'm not on East Carolina's basketball team, so we can all sleep good at night knowing that.
The walk-on didn't go well, huh?
Nah. That would have been fun. I should try it out. Patrick, Pirate football. You got anything for us?
I don't know. We're kind of just in a holding pattern.
I know.
I don't have any media availability this week.
Yeah. Everybody's quiet.
Yeah.
We will talk to Holton Ahlers on this show coming up tomorrow at 3 o'clock. So we'll get an update on how practices are going. I don't know how much Holton will divulge. Are they doing anything differently offensively? I mean, might as well last game of the year throw out your trick plays and all that, right?
Yeah, and he's got a new center snapping him the ball, right? So
Good
that's another. I don't know how much it'll play into the game, but it's something you got to work with, right? It's almost like training camp all over again.
What was your thoughts on the news that Grayson McCall would be transferring yet playing in the game?
I don't know. I kind of like it, but I mean, for his perspective, it's like, hey, I'm gonna go, but I'm still gonna play. I guess I just like that he's playing. I think it kind of sucks when guys just call it a day.
For me,
regular season.
I said it yesterday. I want ECU to win, but it adds some interest to the game for me. And let's have a fun one. Let's have a 80-point game, right?
Yeah.
Let's have a shootout.
Right. Just score points.
You're going to be there anyway. Who cares if the game is 4 hours instead of 3?
I'm not getting home any earlier.
We're going to be here late night for our last edition of the 5th quarter. Who cares if it goes till 2 a.m. instead of 1 a.m.? Whatever. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I just want something interesting to have. Just have fun out there and just make it awesome. I don't want it to be 12 to 10 or something. What's the point of that?
All right, Patrick, before we let you go, we got to go 40 bowls in 14 days. So we've debuted 2 new genres of songs today. We did the 80s hip-hop and the Troy D 80s special. There's still one more that has not been played. That is the Christmas rendition. But if you want to hear the country one, you probably hadn't heard any of these. We debuted a country one yesterday that I absolutely love. So, but it's up to you. Would you like to go Christmas or country?
Let's go Christmas.
All right, fine. We'll
he said fine.
First time ever.
I want to hear that again, man.
The country one is so good. I think Chandler and I think, have a hit on our hands with that one. Let's go Christmas. This will be the debut of the Christmas version of 40 Bowls in 14 days.
40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days, 14 days, 40 bowls in 14 days, oh my goodness. 40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days, 14 days, 40 bowls in 14 days, 40 bowls, 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 14 days, 14 bowls, 14 days, 14 days, 40 bowls in 14 days, 40 bowls in 14 days, 40 bowls in 14
All right. There you go. Did that get you in the Christmas mood?
A little bit.
I'll take that as a no. What's your favorite all-time Christmas song?
You put me on the spot here.
Sorry.
What's the one in Charlie Brown? Is that like that kind where Schroeder just jams on the piano? I like that song. It's
the Linus and Lucy song.
Yes, thank you. I like that. Yeah,
Is that a Christmas song?
It's either that or like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Yeah, it's a Christmas song.
Yeah, I've always heard it during
There's
Christmas.
got to be a Christmas song. Yeah, it's all I got. That's a nice little tune.
Is that not the Charlie Brown song?
No,
it's in the show or movie.
It's Linus and Lucy.
It's like their little Christmas party. They get down.
All right, yeah, okay.
They get down.
All right,
they're cutting a rug.
Yeah. So
yesterday we also were asked our least favorite Christmas song. Do you have an answer for that?
There's a lot of them. Christmas music is not really my thing because it's like there's a collection of like 15 songs and they're done by like 80 different people.
True. Have you heard Taylor Swift Christmas Tree Farm?
No. No.
Buddy.
It's a banger.
It's going to change your life.
Oh, are you kidding me?
I heard it for the first time on Monday in the car.
Yeah.
I've listened to it like 7 times.
Were you just like bopping along?
So I was with my wife and daughter, and I was like, and I had heard some. We were listening to the station, and I was able to identify, Mariah Carey, obviously. And then there was another one came on. I said, "Is that Whitney Houston?" And my wife said, "Yeah." I was like, "All right, I like that." And then this one came on, and I said, "Who is this?" And they said, "I think it's Taylor Swift." And I was like, I've never really considered myself a Swift head, but I love this Christmas song. It is like an original. It's not a cover. So it's something new. So
okay.
I want you to check it out.
On the way
tell me
home.
what you think.
On the way home.
Converted Swiftie now, huh?
Yeah.
On the way home, Patrick, listen to it, and then when you get home, like impress your girlfriend. Be like, hey, I listen to Christmas Tree Farm.
All right.
Have y'all put up a tree and stuff or anything?
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you're like doing decorations or cooking goodies or wrapping presents, put that one on.
Throw it on.
And I think it could lead to a fun night for you.
All right.
All right. So check that out. Your bowl is the Camellia Bowl.
Is that camellia? Not chameleon, right? Like not changing colors and all that?
Correct, Patrick. It is camellia, not
I just got to double check.
Camellia, what is that? Some kind of flower?
I'm asking you. I don't know.
Let's Google it up. I believe it is a flower.
A flower?
Camellia.
It's like when I learned a buckeye was like a nut or something.
It's that.
Okay. Hey, that's a good looking
beautiful.
flower. I was going to say, woof. I like that.
They're found in Eastern and Southern Asia. So where's this game played? The Himalayas.
Yeah.
This game is in Montgomery, Alabama.
Ooh, another Alabama location.
We got a team from the north against a team from the south. It'll be Buffalo versus Georgia Southern.
Ooh.
Bulls and Eagles?
I'm not even sure.
Chandler, do you have ask Patrick a trivia question based on Buffalo and Georgia Southern? If you don't have one, I do. I can help you out.
Georgia Southern, Buffalo. What current ECU DB transferred from Buffalo last year?
Transferred from Buffalo? I have no idea.
Really?
Yeah.
Apri Washington.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I thought you meant like was on Buffalo. Yeah, I got you.
Ooh, what Pro Bowl
top 5 draft pick? Yeah, that's where I was going. Yeah.
What Pro Bowl defensive end in the league went to Buffalo?
Like Khalil Mack?
Yes, sir.
You're back, baby.
Yes,
Patrick
I'm back.
is back.
Yes,
It
sir.
helps out that he was on the Bears, so.
The Bears.
The Bears.
Patrick, who you picking?
Buffalo. Buffalo.
You're in. You are in. Let's go, Buffalo. All right, Patrick, thanks for joining us. We do have a show next Wednesday. Will you be able to join us?
What's that date?
21st.
Yeah, I should be around.
All right. If you're around, we'd love to see you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. Stephen Igoe, hoistthecolors.net, will join us. Is that a home field?
I like the script.
Man, that is nice.
That's fresh.
I wish I asked for that one. Check out Steven's shirt when we return.
Send another letter to Santa.
On Pirate Radio Live, we're back with you after these words.
Take a break from the holiday hustle and bustle with a visit to Jersey Mike's. I'm Wes Shepard, your local Jersey Mike's franchisee in Eastern North Carolina for over 25 years. Let us treat you the best subs in town. We can also take care of any of your catering needs this holiday season, large or small. Plus, we partner with many third-party delivery services that can bring your meal to you. Jersey Mike's, open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. Everybody likes Jersey Mike's.
Everybody likes Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's.
U.S. Cellular has always believed that connection is the greatest gift of all. That's why we're giving everyone one line for $29.99 a month with unlimited data this holiday season. That's right, one line, unlimited data for just $29.99 a month. That's more than a great deal. That's locally grown connection from U.S. Cellular. Limited time offer, terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. University Sportswear ENC.com is your one-stop shop for all promotional products for your business. With over 1 million items to shop from, University Sportswear ENC.com offers high-quality products at prices to fit any budget. Visit University Sportswear ENC.com for contact information and to get shopping. University Sportswear ENC.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty. I've been in Greenville over 25 years. I'm a proud graduate of ECU. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, then give me a call today and let me help make your real estate process fun and easy. I keep it simple and explain the process every step of the way. My goals are your goals. There are no long-term contracts, and you always deal with me from start to finish. The right home starts with the right agent. Call me, Scott Harris, at 347-1857. Go Pirates!
Is your mouth watering yet? We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Hit me with the sound effects again. Ladies, gentlemen, if you're feeling the way I'm feeling, we should both go get us a piece of that cheesy, beefy perfection with a delicious, refreshing Pepsi. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Join us at the Riverfront Convention Center of Craven County on Thursday, December 22nd for the North Carolina Symphony Holiday Pops. Enjoy this festive concert full of orchestral holiday favorites you know and love. Arrive early for photos with Santa. For more information, visit ncsymphony.org. The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-style restaurant and bourbon bar. Join us at the Rick House for mouth-watering steaks and made-from-scratch pastas. Check out the 16-ounce cowboy steak or the seafood delight pasta. Join us for our legendary brunch on Sundays from 10 to 2. The Rick House can feed your larger crowds with off-site catering and room for 125 in our adjacent banquet hall. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. To get the business services that are right for your business today, contact the team of experienced local bankers at First Bank. The team includes bankers you can trust like Ashley Capps, Lee Watson, Bonner Latham, Chris Richards, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nesbitt. First Bank, together with their customers, they're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive. First Bank on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Igoe and I once again talking about the glory days of Around the Horn. Trying to remember people's names up there. That was a fun exercise. Unfortunately, we had to go to the Google to remember Michael Holly and others' names.
A lot of good panelists over the years, though. As I watch this current rendition, I don't know a couple of these guys, but there are two vets, Woody Page and Gutierrez, who I can't remember his first name.
Oh man, this is the first time I've seen Woody in a while. He's looking old, but he still looks chipper.
He's still got his sign in the background.
Is he still in Denver?
He's in Denver, but he's with the ABC affiliate, like a news station.
Okay.
Which is...
I would love to read him trashing the Broncos.
Oh, yeah. It's just constant. Everybody's trashing the Broncos now. It's the only thing to do.
Hey, I feel like I was there pretty early on Hackett.
Yeah, you were. I think after the first game.
Question from Skull Pirate, Igoe. Will we finally get a proper full gray baseball uniform this year?
I don't know. I would doubt it because Adidas can't match grays.
That can't be right.
An apparel company cannot match grays.
That just can't be true.
That's what has been told to me in the past by multiple people. And why else would ECU not have matching grays?
I don't know. If you could...
I mean, I'd rather see them go out with two-tone grays rather than go out with those random-looking, like, gold tops with gray pants on the road.
So they have gray pants, they just don't have a gray uni?
Yep. Because they can't match.
I consider myself able to change with the times and stuff, but one thing I do like traditionally is a baseball. White unis at home, gray for the road team.
I'm with you.
I also like that I feel like it used to be this way. Home uniforms say the nickname of the team. Road uniforms say the city.
The city.
I think that's cool.
Yeah. And for most part, ECU, for their white jerseys, I feel like most years it says Pirates. And then all their other jerseys say East Carolina or ECU.
Really? I've never thought about it from a college standpoint.
That's definitely how it is in the pros, but I think for a while it's definitely how ECU was. I don't know. I can't remember how this past year was, if they had East Carolina or Pirates for the white unis.
All right, there is your baseball uniform Q&A.
Random discussion. We've started with Around the Horn and baseball uniforms as we sit here on December the 14th.
We're in like there's stuff going on, just not going on currently. Like we do have a layoff with basketball from Sunday to Saturday. So we have hoops we can talk. Football, it's ongoing, but like there's really nothing coming out.
Recruiting, I mean, that's... Yeah. I've spent 95% of my time the last 2 weeks on recruiting, and if you're not into recruiting, which I heard you and Troy talking about the other day, like, then there's really nothing going on.
Yeah.
They're practicing for the bowl games, but the staff is also recruiting, and like they have to kind of prioritize that, otherwise they're not going to have a team next year, or a good team.
Why the large number of decommits this year for ECU, Igoe?
I think it more than anything, it's just kind of what's the word I'm looking for? I don't think it's a trend more so than it's just it's what's the, like random occurrences happening at once. What's the word I'm looking for?
I know what you're saying.
So,
anyway, I'm going to say that word in just a moment.
It's just like
anomaly. That's not it. That's the perfect word.
I mean, I would say that would be like one.
That's what I thought you were trying to say. You said it's not a trend.
I mean, in a way, you're right, but you're not. It's not the word I was thinking.
So what were you describing?
I don't know, man.
Say your description again. It's not a trend. It's what?
It's not an anomaly either because there are multiple events. I would say I think it's a coincidence that all these I'm not going to try to say it because I'm going to butcher that word. I can write it easier than I can say it. That all these things are happening because usually you have one or two of these each class. But here's the real problem is UNC's defense sucks. They have a lot of transfers, and they're looking to poach East Carolina or whatever school that has good defensive commitments late to try and fill their class. And it just so happens that ECU had a really good initial defensive class put together. You had some guys who can clearly play in the ACC talent-wise, and for whatever reason, those prospects were coveted by UNC. You had one at Georgia Tech. It looked like Georgia Tech staff was going to get fired. They retained their coach, and so this guy is going to go to Georgia Tech. And then Indiana is offering like every JUCO prospect or every transfer ECU's after for some reason, and a lot of players are going to Indiana. So it just so happens you've honestly recruited well on the defensive side, and unfortunately, teams have taken notice of that talent and have started to poach it.
Am I right when I said that it's an example of like these schools going after the top dogs, those top dogs going elsewhere, then they have to reassess?
Yeah. And then ECU's got to go. They're going after commits from Toledo, Memphis. Yeah. Like, it's just
trickle down.
That's just how it is. And then, I mean, that's college football more times than not. You know, a player is going to take the best offer in terms of what he thinks offers the best exposure. A lot of these guys, especially they grow up in like Charlotte or Atlanta, do you think they hear more about East Carolina and the AAC or the ACC in North Carolina and Georgia Tech? So to them, they see it, hey, this is the best offer. What's the cool place to sign for all my friends to come to the signing day ceremony? It's not ECU. It's, hey, I can sign with North Carolina. I can wear a Jordan Brand T-shirt and sign with UNC. Once they get to said school, just like they could come to ECU over wherever, they figure out, really, does it really matter? It's more about the best fit more so than what may be perceived as the best opportunity.
Yeah. Stephen Igoe, Hoist the Colors, joining us. What time do you need to leave?
Whenever.
All right.
We can go till 5:59.
Wow. What a commitment.
5:20.
That's the kind of guy he is, and that's why he's here.
When I make a commitment, I don't flip.
That's why he's...
I'm staying with Hoist the Colors. I'm staying with 24/7 Sports. I'm staying with Pirate Radio.
I was glad to see that, Stephen. Very glad to see you sticking around at Hoist the Colors. He is not a flipper. He is here. He's reliable, and he'll be here next week as well, right?
I will be here next week. I will not be here next Wednesday.
Oh, you want to do a different day?
I never said I would not be here next week. I said I'm not going to be here next Wednesday.
I was trying to set you up, and I failed.
You failed miserably.
Because you are the man. You will not be here next Wednesday because it is a very busy day, both athletically and husbandly.
It is signing day, simultaneously my wife's birthday. So that's great. It's just fantastic.
Great
job by the NCAA scheduling that out. All the more reason there should not be a December signing date.
Quick Erica question. Did she watch Wednesday?
She did.
Did she like it?
She does like it. I don't think she's finished however many episodes. Is it just one season right now?
Just one, yeah.
Yeah, but she likes it.
All right, good. Did you watch any of it?
No.
Yeah.
I'm not really into the Addams Family thing.
Okay, fair enough. Question on signing day. Are we signing high school and JUCO only? This is not portal?
They can sign.
It could be whatever.
They can sign whatever. They can. announce preferred walk-ons now. They can announce portal guys as long as they basically get a slip of paper. I don't know the exact terminology, but basically saying, hey, I'm attending this school. But yeah, you can announce basically everybody that you want to. Now there'll be transfers that announce after signing day and just end up enrolling in a school somewhere. But if, let's say, Tamir Brown from UNC, he's already committed, he'll probably be announced on signing day if they choose to do that.
All right. For guys like Avery Jones, Sean Dorso, like those scholarships become available immediately, basically?
Yeah, so you, I believe the rule is you have to be at 85 scholarships when the spring semester starts. So there still is going to be some juggling, so to speak. Like you might have over that number or under, depending on what happens with the roster going in the spring. But
so you can be over until that point.
And I think you still got to be at 85, but you know you're not going to be over because all the guys who are signed and only a certain amount are going to enroll.
Yeah. Okay.
Versus those leaving. So it's doubtful that you'd be much over. And if you are a little over, you probably you tell the guy he's going to go on scholarship in the summer or whatever.
Question: should we go all in on getting Grayson McCall for 2 seasons? What does go all in mean? But anyway, should we
pay him $14 million? Just take all the money raised for Pirates Unite and just
give it to him
Grayson
and nobody
McCall. That
else?
would technically be going all in.
Okay, all right. Should we do that?
I think if you're going to go all in, I mean, I guess Grayson McCall is the best quarterback, but I think I would rather
divvy it up.
I think I'd rather put that money towards an even better player. And I don't know who that would be, but maybe you go after Tennessee's quarterback commit, 5-star. Maybe, you know what, let's just go for Arch Manning, and let's get him to
now, hold on.
To Greenville and see.
I feel like I've read you type several times that you're not supposed to
You
do
can't,
that.
but I mean.
But people do.
You can have, I could call Peyton Manning right now. I could say, hey, Peyton.
You don't have his number.
I could if I had his number. I could say, hey, Peyton, there's $14 million in the Pirates Unite campaign. And I've been told that it will be Arch Manning's the moment he arrives on campus. Now, technically that's illegal, but who's going to prove that?
Well, you just said it on air.
I mean, I don't have Peyton Manning's number. This
So
is a
now,
hypothetical situation.
next time ECU gets this guy, this big name guy, they're going to go
That's
back.
fine.
We're going to be called into court. I didn't have anything to do with this.
That's fine. It's going on around the country.
Yeah.
And if the NCAA wants to come after me for a hypothetical conversation, they got a lot of crap to deal with first.
All right. All right. Next question. If not getting Grayson, who should we go after in the portal at quarterback? By the way, let me say this first. We were talking about this the other day with Troy. You can can you go to Hoist the Colors or to 24/7 and see who is in the portal?
Yeah, there should be. Now, we don't have every single person listed, like all the FCS players, but most of the players, definitely the top guys, they're going to be, if you go to 24/7 Sports and hit the transfer portal link, it should come up, and you can filter it by position.
Yeah. And I did that the other day. I was looking for kickers, and I didn't see any. Maybe
might be a glitch. I don't know.
Because somebody told me that there were, and now, yeah, I see kickers. So wait, this is last year though.
So go to the top real quick. If you do 23, maybe.
This is where I didn't see kickers, and now I see them available. All right, so yeah, David Kemp. So yeah, if you go to 24/7 Sports and click on Transfer Portal, you can see who is in there and available. We already have Charles Campbell going from Indiana to Tennessee. He's
USF kicker committed to somebody the other day. I don't know if it's been updated yet. He's going to Notre Dame, I believe.
North Carolina kicker, is that the guy that missed down the stretch?
I believe
or
so.
A different guy. He's in the portal. So anyways, you can see who is in there at positions. And okay, so question: say East Carolina's looking for a QB, Igoe. Where should they look?
The sense I get is that eventually I think they'll add a quarterback, but I think Mason is going to be the guy. Like, that's just the sense I get. I've been told he's looked really good in bowl practices. He's been groomed for this opportunity. And he's waited 3 years for his chance. Now, I mean, they're not just going to hand him the position. They're going to have to. He's going to have to earn it, and I think they'll bring in another guy. But I don't think they're going to go out and add an impact starter. I think they want Mason to be the guy. That's why you recruit Mason 3 years ago. That's why he's been getting all the first-team reps the last few spring practices.
Sorry, I got sidetracked when I saw Walter Simmons.
I think you're still on the 22 somehow.
Well, I've got 23 on. Maybe you need to update.
Well, maybe you should freaking press it again.
What do you mean again? How many times you got to hit it?
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with this stupid site. This site sucks.
Anyway, there you go. All right. Any other questions for Igoe? Let us know. God, Skull's got a million questions. Who's the starting quarterback at Michigan for ECU?
I mean,
Oh, he just said it. Yeah.
RCA.
Skull does not like your answer. I think he wants.
I mean, nobody's going to like the answer for who the starting quarterback is at Michigan unless it's Arch Manning or whoever. Like, who's going to feel comfortable going to that game with a brand new quarterback, transfer or not?
Would you feel comfortable with Holton Ahlers? I would feel a lot more.
I would feel a lot more comfortable,
but not comfortable.
He's not going to come back.
What do you think the line's going to be?
27.
Yeah, I was going right around there. All right, let's.
You going to Ann Arbor?
They don't let me go nowhere.
I would love to see Pirate Radio location pregame and fifth quarter on location.
Beautiful Ann Arbor,
Michigan. Let's make a road trip, boys.
All right, let's do it. We're going.
Rick Smith driving.
Billy Weaver's already said he's going. If he gets to go,
I mean, why not? Dude?
Yeah, I'm going to go too.
Take this show on the road.
Yeah, I'm going. I'll be there.
Have Wes back at the studio.
Yeah, I got you here, boys. We got to open up the chest. Let's do that right now. Shirley Rhodes, hit the music.
Wait. Where am I in all of that?
You're on the road with us. You're coming with us.
Okay. Just checking.
We said Wes will be back here.
Yeah, Wes will be back.
Right. But then you said, let's go boys.
And girl.
That was like a figure of speech.
I just wanted to clarify.
Let's go, guys.
That was my impression of Wes. And what I meant to say was like, I got you loud and clear. Whatever Wes would say.
10-4, good buddy.
Sitting in that
loud
chair.
And clear.
But I happen to say, let's go, boys.
All right, boys.
Hey, I got you, boys. Anyway.
And then Rick Smith is driving. You know, I don't mind driving. I recruited Ann Arbor several times.
Found Linville Joseph in Ann Arbor.
Found Linville Joseph. He actually was from Florida, but he was eating dinner in Ann Arbor.
Ann Arbor.
He went to Gobby High School.
I thought about Rick Smith earlier during our conversation because he would talk about how Florida State would have like 102 guys on scholarship.
Right.
back in the day when I wonder. Do you know when they put limits on it, Igoe?
I don't know the exact year.
But, I mean, just imagine that. And ECU's got, like, 60 guys or something. Like, I
it's
don't know.
amazing they competed.
Yeah. All right. Treasure chest time. Ho, ho, ho! We've got awesome prizes in the treasure chest, and we've got one person about to be caller number 12 and win. You will have to call in, hang on the line, answer questions from us, and then we will pick a prize out of the 2022 treasure chest. It's all on the way when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Back with you after this.
Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood, our special guest today. Jeff, how can you help people buy a new vehicle before the end of the year?
Well, Jonathan, we're seeing an increase in inventory arriving at the dealership. Cadillac, we have XT5, Buick, Encore and Envision, Mazda, the all-new CX-50 is here, and GMC, we have some light-duty 1500 trucks arrive.
Jeff, what about incentives and your location?
Incentives we have as low as 3.9 APR, location 329 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal, to make sure you leave a happy customer.
There's nothing more important than protecting your family. Fire ants can cause painful allergic reactions and even death. Protect your loved ones at home where you should feel the safest. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com to learn of our once-a-year treatment to guarantee you stay fire ant free. Tested and proven effective by your Eastern North Carolina exterminating professionals at Pest Tech of Greenville. Mention the crying baby for an extra 10% off.
Celebrate the holidays with America's favorite light beer, Bud Light. When planning your holiday festivities, be sure to pick up some Bud Lights at your favorite retailer. Bud Light carefully brews their beer to be perfect for anywhere there's holiday fun. Because when there's fun, Bud Light is there. Have fun this December and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Happy holidays from Bud Light and Carolina Eagle. Go Pirates!
Are you suffering from anxiety, sleep issues, or chronic pain? Have you heard of CBD? Hemp Garden of Greenville is your premier CBD provider in Eastern North Carolina. Find yourself experiencing increased aches and pains as the cooler months roll in? Hemp Garden provides a variety of pain-relieving products, including topicals and tinctures. To find out more, visit Hemp Garden to speak to a CBD specialist in a relaxed and welcoming environment today. Exclusive discounts are offered to first-time customers. Hemp Garden, located at 3040 South Evans Street in the Target Shopping Center in Greenville.
Oh, that's my piece of the shakaroni. That's the biggest one we make.
They've donated $1 from every shakaroni to the Papa John's Foundation.
Dang, that's huge. If the hoop was as big as that pizza, maybe you'd have made some of your free throws. Somebody save me a slice. Where'd he come from?
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
Do you find it hard to stay healthy during the holidays? You're not alone. The secret is in all in what you eat. At Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness, we have certified dietitians to provide you with accurate advice on the eating plan and lifestyle choices that you need to make to help you live well. You need more than just an internet search to be able to get a plan that fits your unique needs. Your dietitian will customize an eating plan that is specific to your goals, your budget, and your lifestyle while providing coaching along the way. Sign up today at kptonline.com.
It's bow time. You've probably heard folks say, don't call it a comeback. But at Bojangles, we don't like to beat around the bush. So when the sizzling, savory pork chop griller's back in all its tender, marinated chili lime glory, and you can get a pork chop griller combo for just $4.59, go ahead, call it a comeback. Get a legendary pork chop griller combo for just $4.59, only at Bojangles. It's bow time.
When it comes to hauling dirt, asphalt, or stone, you can trust the pros at First and Goal Hauling Incorporated. They have a fleet of dump trucks ready to get the job done. And best of all, it's owned and operated by ECU football alum Dakota Marshall. When you have a big job and you need it done right, count on First and Goal Hauling, where it's a touchdown every time. Keep up with Dakota Marshall and First and Goal Hauling by following them on Facebook today.
This is Mike Houston, head football coach at East Carolina University, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back to the show. Live well and move more and hurt less with Kinetic Physical Therapy. If you're recovering from an injury, getting back into sports, Dealing with everyday pain or fatigue, then Kinetic Physical Therapy can help you get back on track and live well. Kinetic has nationally certified therapists for physical, occupational, speech, and massage therapy, all in a state-of-the-art facility on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. Visit kineticptgreenville.com for more information. Now let's head back in to a very confused Clip Brock. I'm confused. I have no idea what's going on. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody marked this off and didn't write it down.
I got it now. So yesterday, our winner's name today is Brad Woodard. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And I was like, wait a minute. That dude just won, or somebody with a very similar name just won. And that name was Bill Woolard, correct?
But what did he win?
Tiebreakers. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes, I am. I don't have it written down either.
Who won the Aiden Country Club thing?
Quentin Hellier.
Oh, okay. That's why I was confused because a certain person that's name starts with a T and ends with Roy wrote it down wrong.
Tyroy?
Is it Tyron Roy?
Bill Woolard?
Bill Woolard won the tiebreakers.
Okay.
Brad Woodard is on the Pit Electric Live line. That was a funny comeback in to break. Because both of us
we were like, was it this guy? No! Was it this person? No!
We went through like all the lists.
Shirley said, was it Patrick Brown? I said, he won on the first day!
I'm like, hell if I know what day it is half the time, much less who won on the first day.
Yeah.
Juan has a question. Why is Rice in a bowl game?
Do they have 5 wins?
Why is Rice in a bowl game? We're going to answer that for you right now.
Is it because they have the highest APR?
They have really smart players?
Yep. They're an academic school. They have higher APR than anybody, so therefore they get in as probably the only 5-win team.
There you go, Donna Juan. There's your answer. All right, let's head out to the Pit Electric Live line and talk to our winner, Brad Woodard. Hello, Brad.
Hey, Chris.
How you doing, man?
I'm good.
Where are you calling from?
Farmville,
North Carolina.
Actually, Bell Arthur, I guess you'd say.
Bell Arthur. I get my water from the Bell Arthur Water Company.
That's right.
That is some fine water, let me tell you.
Yeah.
All right, Brad, you have a familiar name. Have you won in the treasure chest before?
I won last year.
Awesome. What'd you win?
Yeah. I won the Bagel Man.
Oh, sweet. That's a goodie. All right, we'll go around the horn, ask Brad some questions here. You ready for Christmas, Brad?
I am.
What do you have an all-time favorite Christmas gift in your life, or one that really comes to mind for you?
I guess one time I went on a trip. I can't quite remember where, but those are neat gifts, trips that you can get. I think we actually went to Carolina basketball game. And so that was nice. I got to go with my brother and my dad. And
okay.
My brother got me the ticket, and that was nice to be able to do that.
Good family memories.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yep.
All right. Shirley, Chandler, Igoe, you have your questions ready for Brad?
Brad, what age did you find out that Santa Claus was not real?
Oh boy.
Steven,
maybe 14. Something like that, probably.
Way to kill the vibe.
Kids listen.
Jeez.
What are you doing?
Any kids listen to Pirate
Chandler,
Radio?
what's your question?
Brad, mine's a deep question. What is the best advice you've ever received?
God.
Let's see. 2 wrongs don't make a right. My mother gave me that advice.
That's a good one.
It's pretty good.
That is a really good one.
I have my question. Brad, does your dad still look like Richard Gere?
Yes.
Handsome man, huh?
Well, little backstory. I don't know if I ever mentioned this on the air, but I know I've said it off the air. Brad's dad used to be an umpire. And when I was in high school and I played softball, Brad's dad would be the umpire, and we called him Richard Gere because he was a dead ringer for Richard Gere from the Pretty Woman days. And so we would all get giddy whenever we saw Brad's dad. So that's where that comes from.
Yeah.
All right. Did you get his looks, Brad?
Well, I got his gray hair. So.
Somebody asked yesterday, maybe Chandler, favorite sandwich. Was that you, Chandler?
No, that was me.
Shirley. Brad, what are your favorite condiments to put on foods? Do you mayo, mustard, ketchup? Like, what are your favorites?
Yeah, Dijon mustard. I guess mayonnaise, salt and pepper.
There you go. Pretty basic. Igoe, do you have a non-offensive question?
If that's an offensive question, then hey, come on.
All right, fine.
You want me to ask another about the Easter Bunny?
No.
Don't ruin it for everybody.
All right, Igoe's out.
Tooth Fairy?
Y'all have any more questions? I can't wait to tell Slater. I'm gonna go talk to Slater after the show.
That's fine. He can't understand you.
Brad, we've been asking about. We've had some Commanders fans. We've asked them about their Mount Rushmore of Commanders. We've asked people about their Mount Rushmore of Pirates. What is your Mount Rushmore of Farmville Central athletes?
That's a great question, Brad.
Yeah. There's been some mighty good ones. Comes to mind Jarvis Lang, Morris Foreman. They were outstanding.
Mofo on the Jags. Shirley, fill out the rest of the Mount Rushmore. Two more.
Amaya Joyner, the most recent one.
A new entry.
Crystal Baptist. Do you remember Crystal Baptist, Brad?
Yep.
And probably...
Got Baby T.
Yeah, Baby T.
Baby T, yeah.
Yeah, Baby T. Can't leave him out. Pretty much anybody on those championship teams. But also, honorable mention, Crystal Smith.
Yep.
The freshman.
The freshman that hit the game-winning shot in 2007.
Won the state title.
Yep.
And Reynolds Coliseum. All right. We read what's available. We'll quickly read what has been won. A free VIP year subscription to Hoist the Colors, Igoe.
Indeed.
Was won by Doris Dillon. John Moody won the $100 gift card to Wings Over Greenville. Quentin Hellier won the $50 gift card to Aiken Country Club and 24 golf balls, thanks to Brandon Manning, Farm Bureau of Winterville Insurance. $100 gift card to Tiebreakers went to Bill Woolard. Robert Matthews won the Bud Light Carolina Panthers cornhole boards from Carolina Eagle Distributing. Patrick Brown won the tailgate party for 10 and a gift basket from Parker's Barbecue. Susan Deans won a $100 gift card to Coco Sports Bar. The gift cards to Christie's Europub, the Dap House, Sidebar, and Jarvis Street Bottle Shop went to Chris Hill, and Kevin Ainge won the $100 gift card to Shimmer Boutique. And now we will find out what Brad wins. Brad, do you have a preference for what you win today?
No, not really.
All right, I'll take whatever, and they are all great prizes, Shirley. So,
shall I do the drawing now?
Do the deed.
All right.
Mike P said, I don't think Hoist the Colors is real.
It's not.
Uh-oh, Brad.
Oh, boy.
Pioneer Banner is.
You are going to enjoy this. A Natural Light Can Jam Set, Cooler, and Tailgate Chair from Carolina Eagle Distributing.
All right.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome stuff. We'll have to play a round of Can Jam. I've never played before. I had to look up what it was.
I played it earlier this year.
You ever played Can Jam, Igoe?
I have not.
Yeah. We'll have to get a game up. Waylon says, Farmville, Ronald and Donald Reed, men among boys.
Yes, they were.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ronald and Donald.
And another Lane kid that gets largely forgotten because of Jarvis, but Tony Lane was also a pretty daggone good football player and basketball player.
Yesterday we talked all Washington Commanders. Today we talked Farmville Central Jags. Jag greats.
Everett.
Because Mount Everett. Mm-hmm. Where'd he end up, Igoe?
Still at ECU.
Yeah, I see him at the volleyball games all the time.
Still here. What positions he play now?
He is playing offensive line.
Okay.
I think he's been banged up some this year.
Keziah Everett. Man, that'd be awesome if he could, because he's still got a couple years there now,
he's still got a couple years of eligibility.
Man, it'd be great to see him on the field. All right, Brad, congrats, man. Thanks for tuning in all these years and supporting Pirate Radio.
Thank you so much.
All right, there is Farmville's own Brad Woodard, which was really confusing
Don't call
to me
him Bill Woolard.
after Bill Woolard won yesterday.
Now we just need Ronnie Woodward to call in. Complete the trifecta.
You know, Ronnie, I guess, would be eligible since he no longer...
He is, but he doesn't listen to Pirate Radio anymore because he has distanced himself from sports. He said that he is no longer into sports.
That is not
You are
true.
kidding
No,
me.
it's not.
You're
That's
kidding
not
me.
He doesn't like sports at all. He just...
Then why did he come out to sports trivia?
I'm just telling lies left and right, guys.
He's a lie guy. Igoe's a big lie guy.
Hoist the colors, not real.
Santa not
real.
Easter Bunny, something
ESPN
going on with
not
the
real.
yeah.
Ronnie's not even a sports fan. I mean, I'm just out here lying.
I'll tell you what Ronnie is. He's a big email guy.
He is.
Hey, Ronnie, I'll get in your stupid pool. Stop emailing me.
Hey, Ronnie, if you text me, I'm more likely to get in your pool.
Good grief, dude. We don't need 5 emails about it. The bowls haven't started yet.
And
Take a chill pill, Ronnie.
Good
dang,
God.
dang.
Do y'all have a problem replying?
I've got a huge problem.
Replying to people that don't have the same phone as you?
No.
What? All right, so like I have an iPhone. So
Right.
If the
We
green,
text all the time.
If the green text pops up, it bothers me, and I'm less likely to respond.
Wow.
It's just not as smooth.
Discrimination.
Is that? Am I alone here?
You're telling people that Santa Claus isn't real, and you're discriminating against other phones.
Other phones are not real. I mean, to me, it's iPhone only.
Gracious.
We text constantly.
Yeah. Well, something was happening on your end because I text and you don't respond. So.
Well.
Yeah. Well, he
just
does
does
know how to
everybody.
ghost. Did y'all read Chad Moore's Dr. Seuss of a tweet?
I did not.
I keep losing, yes I do. I cannot win and feel so blue. So I called and called and called again. I got through, but was caller 10.
Oh, that's
at least you
beautiful,
got
Chad.
info.
That is, we should
write a book.
We should give you a prize just for that, but we're not going to.
Nope, not going to.
But we should, but we're not. All right, let's take a break. Igoe, you gonna ride with us one more segment?
I don't know. We'll find out after the break.
All right, we'll find out. We'll go 40 bowls in 14 days with somebody here.
I haven't even done. I've been on the show twice. I've been on the show for a combined 2 hours, and I've yet to get.
You forgot to do it with you last week?
Yeah.
Damn.
And you know which version I prefer? Heavy metal.
Dang it! All right.
I mean, if you want to break out one of your new ones,
I want to hear the country song really bad.
That one sucks.
It does not.
No, it does not. No, it does not.
You're just lying again.
Country
Gosh.
sucks.
Okay,
What's wrong with you?
The genre of country music I'm not a fan of, but the song we made.
Yours is even worse.
I mean, come on.
You can play it for Bryce Williams. What does he come on?
Go to break.
Fine, we'll do country.
Familia on Fire Tower Road in Winterville has a brand new updated menu. Open from 4 to 9 Tuesday through Saturday and 11 to 9 on Sundays. Familia has a variety of pizza combinations and classic Italian dishes that are sure to tackle your taste buds. Enjoy Thirsty Thursdays with $3 drafts with several local brews on tap. And who doesn't love brunch? Familia has Sunday brunch from 11 to 2. Follow Familia on social media for their pizza of the week for just $12. Visit online at familianc.com. Familia, that's Italian for family.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owners insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
This is Norm Bryant with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates.
Come pop a top this holiday season at Jarvis Street Bottle Shop. Jarvis Street Bottle Shop is a specialty shop selling craft, domestic, and import brews, along with wine and growlers. Make sure to stop by the shop and grab a keg for your Christmas party or event. As always, the Bottle Shop offers monthly beer and wine tastings featuring NC craft breweries, along with live music and discounts. Stop by the shop Tuesday through Sunday or check them out on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. Happy holidays from Jarvis Street Bottle Shop in Greenville.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of PIP Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 five-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growitpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. PIP, where business goes to grow.
This is John Gavigan with the Gavigan Agency. Our top priority is doing what is best for our members. Whether you are buying a new vehicle, a new home, protecting your family with life insurance, or filing a claim, our agency will be there every step of the way. Our goal is to become a trusted advisor for you and your family for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. Give us a call in Greenville at 756-1400 for a car, home, business, or life insurance quote today, and give us the opportunity to show you the benefits of doing business with someone who cares.
Warren's Hot Dog Pizza, homemade lemonade.
Hungry for game day, Pirate Nation? Take advantage of the Warren's Hot Dogs tailgate special of 10 or more hot dogs for only $1.50 each. And the best part, this special is available every day. Just call ahead and Warren's will have your order ready to go. Hungry for breakfast? Warren's Hot Dogs in Chocowinity opens at 5 a.m. with cheese biscuits, chicken biscuits, sausage dogs, and more. Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville, across from Ron Ayers, or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Go Pirates!
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. That's why I'm here. State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer and my team are here to help you go for two by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score some savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. Call me, Timothy Sawyer, at 493-0002 today.
North Carolina State Parks is proud to announce that they have partnered with the Hometown Strong program. Our visitor centers are now equipped with public Wi-Fi to help kids with school. Remote learning has become a critical public health measure in maintaining social distance and continuing to educate our young people. Take advantage of Wi-Fi and a hike at Goose Creek State Park or a day trip to the beach and access remote learning at Fort Macon State Park. For more information, visit hometownstrong.nc.gov.
This is Amanda Houston, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Go Pirates!
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Let's take a quick look at your stock market report. It was a down day. The Dow was down 142 points at 33,966. NASDAQ was down 85 at 11,170, and the S&P was down 24 at 3,995. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors Financial Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Good appearance from Igoe today.
It's been very up and down. It's been a roller coaster ride.
It's been a ride. We need to open up 40 bowls in 14 days. Chandler, we got to hear the country version, man.
Let's do it, man.
I feel like we say, just imagine Chandler and I, in fact, we did this earlier today.
I've already heard it.
We were talking about this this scenario where we're playing this at, we're probably...
Madison Square Garden. Or like we're at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville.
I want to be open air. What's the Titans? Is it Nissan?
Nissan Stadium.
We're at Nissan.
In Nashville.
And there's a giant stage, and it's got one of those stages like...
It's got a long aisle.
Like Foo Fighters, where Dave Grohl will run down all the way, and when the crowd... There's a great version of Everlong live, where you've probably seen Everlong live, haven't you?
Seen it twice.
Man.
Huge flex.
This guy.
Huge flex.
But we're performing the song. We hit it. Well, first of all, curtain drops. We hit out 40 bones.
No, all right, here it is. The curtain's up.
Yeah.
There's lights. You see our shadows. You see our shadows behind the curtain. We're like huge. Our shadows are huge. And it's this, and we start the song, and then the lights. 40 bones in 14 days. And as soon as it says days, the curtains go down.
Man, everybody's going nuts. And then Chandler has his guitar, and he's just walking down that long ramp, and he's saying,
Mama said 40 bones. Papa said 14 days.
And everybody's just singing along.
I'm sure the live version is so much better than the studio.
Probably so. I'm
sure the energy would just be off the charts.
All right.
That's our opening song and our only song.
And then we just run it back. Shirley, let's hit it. 40 bowls in 14 days, country version.
40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days, 14 days, 40 bowls in 14 days, oh my goodness. 40 bowls in 14 days, 14 days, 14 days, 40 bowls in 14 days, 14
days.
40 bowls in 14 days. 40 bowls in 14 days. Yeah, yeah.
That's my favorite part, by the way.
Mama said 40 bowls. Papa said 14 days. Mama said 40 bowls. Papa said 14 days, 40 bowls,
14 days,
40 bowls,
in a 14 days.
I said 40 bowls,
in a 14 days.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Man.
I
Goosebumps.
say, though,
Goosebumps.
It's my second time listening to that song. It does grow on you a little bit. First time is a little...
We've got them hooked.
Not much there, but... Second time, I can see it, and I think the more I listen to it, the more I'm gonna like it.
And you're not even a country fan.
I'm not.
But that's something about it, man. When we hit that, man.
When it just drops out, goes into that country song. I mean, that's just that speaks to me.
Yeah.
Like, I really feel like we can fill up Daddy Ficklen's Stadium.
I think so. I mean, it could be just as successful as
Eric Church.
Like Parmalee's coming home and we open for them or something.
Was it Garth Brooks that was supposed to play the one time?
No.
It was Eric Church that played there.
But somebody was supposed to, and it fell apart.
It was it the big guy, Atkins?
Blake Shelton.
Yeah,
Blake
Blake Shelton.
That
Carolina
was it.
Kickoff, right? That's what it was called. That everybody had a fit about because it wasn't the East Carolina Kickoff.
Speaking of Blake Shelton, you ever seen Gwen Stefani, No Doubt, in concert?
I have not seen them.
All right.
Are we still together?
Yeah, that.
That I don't know.
Yes.
Nobody knows. Nobody.
No
knows.
one knows.
Nobody knows.
Nobody
I don't think they're still together.
The band,
I'm just messing with you, Shirley.
The band, or you mean Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton?
Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton. They're not together anymore.
Oh, they're still together.
All right.
No, they're not.
Don't
We
act
just
like
run
you
the
don't
song
know.
back.
What are we doing? I don't even remember what we're doing anymore.
picking
Do we
a ball.
need to hit it again?
No, but Kenny has a great idea, and I think we might have said this, but he says might want to try it out at the Buck on open mic night.
Yeah.
Build that fan base local first.
That's a good idea.
Kenny, would you be a fan of, would you come see us at the Buck, please?
No, nobody would. Just like nobody knows about Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton.
Nobody knows if they're still together. I don't think they
But
are.
everybody knows that Santa is real.
Correct.
Unlike Stephen Igoe.
Igoe, your game is the Guaranteed Rate Bowl. It is Oklahoma State versus Wisconsin on Tuesday, December 27th. This is after the Birmingham Bowl.
So are y'all not doing the Birmingham Bowl and the 40 bowls of 14 days?
I skipped over it. I don't know what we're going to do with that. We'll save that for something. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll have Holton Ahlers pick it tomorrow when he joins us.
Might as well.
We'll do that.
Put him on the record.
All right, Oklahoma State versus Wisconsin. First off, Chandler. Showing off, Chandler is a sports guy, his sports brain. He didn't know this was the matchup. Ask Igoe a trivia question about Oklahoma State or Wisconsin.
Man, this is too easy for him, I feel like. What former NFL running back
fumbled?
There's a lot of former Wisconsin running backs.
Played at Wisconsin that is not named Melvin Gordon.
Monty Ball, Ron Dane, James
Monty
White.
Ball. Oh, James White.
He's naming all of them. You can't just be like, you only got one of those right, the one you're thinking
So which
of.
one, Monty Ball?
Monty Ball is the one I was thinking of. Forgot
Name
about James
3 Oklahoma State receivers that played in the NFL in the last 10 years.
James Blackman, Des Bryant, and there's got to be another good one.
I thought you were going to say the guy I was thinking of first Is his name James Washington? Who's Washington that went to the Steelers?
Washington, did he play Okie State?
I think so.
Yeah.
What former?
Who's the quarterback that went to Oklahoma State that went to the Steelers? Rudolph? Him and Washington played together.
Mason Rudolph.
Yeah.
We're
out of time.
What former Oklahoma State running back is currently in the league and plays in the NFC South?
Chuba Hubbard.
Yes.
Igoe.
Oklahoma State.
All right. How about them Cowboys? Thanks for joining us. Check out hoistthecolors.net. A ton going on there. I've enjoyed reading it this bowl season.
Lots of recruiting, lots of VIP content. 50% off now.
All right. Thanks, Stephen. We'll take a one-day timeout. Come back with you tomorrow. Holt Nailers joins us. Joe Cashin, play-by-play voice of Coastal Carolina, joins us. Kevin Monroe joins us. Jeff Nadeau joins us. Troy D will be here. We got a big show on Thursday, and we will talk to you at 3 o'clock on Thursday for Shirley Rhodes, Chan Mann, Stephen Igloo, and the crew. I'm Clip Brock. So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Host Zach Gelb.
Live from the palatial yet not overly ostentatious studios of CBS Sports Radio here in beautiful New York City, sitting on top of the 10th floor of 345 Hudson Street. Welcome on in to a Wednesday edition